Hello, hello. What's going on, everybody? Good to see you all again. We are back. And this one is, well, a doozy, man. I can't believe it. Like, man, the the father-son relationship is over? DSP done with Derish? I find that hard to believe. But we'll see. But before then, what's up, Bro Cyrus? How you doing? Good to see you. Zarglow, always a pleasure to see you, my man. Good to see both of you here. We're gonna get this party started right, but I watched the whole thing yesterday, and the whole defending Derish, it's unbelievable. Yusuke Urameshi, what is up, my guy? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. It's just hard to believe that Phil went through all those lengths to defend Derish. And it took 3 grown men to explain to him why this is bad. I get some people that it takes them longer to learn than others, and to figure it out longer than others. But this isn't something that's an isolated incident. This is something that's been happening for years in DSP's chat. Yeah, white knights for pedo, but not his wife. Exactly, Yusuke. I don't understand that. I don't understand that at all. I mean, who knows? Maybe we all missed the memo somewhere. You know, I mean, we do know that Derish stole his mother's credit card and tipped Phil a bunch of money back in the day. As far as the amount, that I don't know. But it's the fact that this is indeed a thing, and Phil never did anything to like right that wrong. Like, I just don't understand it. Like, I just don't understand that. Like, dude, this is This dude is a problem. He is a problem. And the fact that you're not going to do anything about it says a lot. Like a whole lot. And this is your community. You know, regardless of how we feel about DSP and all that stuff, and we make fun on the daily, this is your community. And you need to do everything in your power to protect your community. I mean, you've had multiple people who have been banned for spamming, and Derish got away with it for years. Spamming until DSP finally said something to him. Detractors feel like this doesn't make any sense. Like, how is this guy allowed to do this, but other people get axed for it? Makes no sense. It was enough of a problem when he was sex pesting grown women. Exactly. Exactly, man. Like, and then on top of that, he was teaching Derish bad habits in his own chat. Derish was sitting there asking people for memberships, asking people to ask other members something on his behalf because that member has him blocked or hidden. Feels like John Rambo legend all over again. Oh yeah, it is. It's just. What's up, Marin? Good to see you, my man. Like, I guess all we can do is just dig into it and really start breaking it down bit by bit. Because I watched it and I was still in awe. Like, and not a good type of awe watching this, because it's like, Phil. But let's get into this madness. The madness. Alright, so but first, let me get my music. I say my music, it's not really my music, but it's music I like. I usually do it for the DSP stuff, but y'all know this. Oh, you don't, oh man, I'm sorry, Marin. Hopefully you can get that resolved quickly. Man.
Save the pig. What the heck?
Remember when I had an outage in my area? I hated it. What's up, G Million? Good to see you, my guy.
Hello,
Welcome. Alright, we're gonna let that play out. Good old Snort Brunel. Snort.
The whole game you're trying to save the pig's life. Help!
Well, you don't think that Phil should die, Josh?
No, I don't.
Do you think that Phil should be allowed to make money online, Josh?
I do, and that's actually one of the first things that was a point of contention between me and certain people, certain elements in his hate fandom, is that they went after him for like his monetization schemes, and that was right when the Kiwi Farms was just starting to get deplatformed from payment processors, and it really angered me to see, like, you know, you're doing to this guy what is happening to me. And I wouldn't support it for myself, obviously, and I don't support it for him.
What's up, Hofter? How you doing, my man?
They would counter that by saying, well, he's like pignatized his viewers, and he's extracting money from them from lies. And it's like, well, you know, if you give DSP money and he says, you know, I need money, and you give the money to him, you don't really then get to decide, well, he should only spend it on XYZ. That's not how it works.
Yeah.
Actually, I mean, in all fairness, Josh is right, except for the fact when DSP is asking for money for specific things. It's not like he's just saying, hey guys, tip me. Tip me because you want to tip me. No, that time he was asking for tips to put food on the table. He was asking for tips to pay for certain bills. He was asking for tips to go shopping with his wife and eating a meal out with her because he deserved it. He was saying these things, and then where he said to fix his shower would be $1,000. He raised that $1,000 and didn't do what he was supposed to do with that money. So, no, it's very different when you're saying, I need this money for, oh, and the taxes, the tax situation in the past. So, no, Josh, you're actually wrong in that sense, because DSP was asking for this money for specific things to be paid for. on the dime of his viewers. And if he's asking for that money for said thing and then does not do said thing, yeah, that's a scam. I mean, and then Josh opens up with schemes. So money schemes. So that's already disingenuous on Phil's part. But Josh is okay with that. So keep that in mind, that these four people, or gentlemen if you want to call them, these four gentlemen are all in line that his schemes are okay, even though he's asking the money for something else. So let that stay there and fresh in your mind. Oh yeah, the whole Derish thing is not over. Endless Waltz, haven't watched that in a while. Oh yeah, I usually mix it up some. I need to get some more gifts to put in there. I got Endless Waltz and the Aisha Clan at the moment. I don't know if I'll be able to have a meal. Exactly. I don't want to butcher your name, but I'm going to say Hoskew. I'm going to say Hoskew. I'm probably fucking it up, and I'm sorry for that. But it'd be like if I said, guys, I need to raise funds to pay my electric bill. Just throw something out there. And if I raise the money for my electric bill and then I don't pay said electric bill and I buy a video game or 2 video games, that's it? All right, awesome. Then no, I don't deserve that money because I'm lying to my fan base about what I'm using that money for. It's not like they just go in, shower him, like right now where he's making the tips goals and he's not saying he needs the money for a particular thing. I have nothing to say about him spending it on Hogan's or anything else. He can do whatever he wants because that money is being given to him and it's not being asked for towards something. So that's whatever. My issue is when you're asking for things and you're receiving those funds or those funds and you're not allocating the money for that. That is my issue. And before Derish got caught spamming under a different name. Yeah, yes. People were always catching him for that. Played DMZ with a guy who said hostage rescue is hostage. Nice. I like that. He groomed Derish. Yeah, Derish been watching him since he was 13. Yeah. So Derish has been with Phil forever. Like, the majority of Derish's life has been with Phil. And let's not forget, guy with 2 names, gave me a video to watch of DSP and Panda Lee going over porn videos. And it's like, dude, you claim you do this for a young audience, or as he tried to clean it up and then say a teenage audience. It doesn't matter. You don't do that. You don't do that at all to a teenage audience, a younger audience. There should be no sexual content at all within your audience if you're claiming you're aiming for that age group. Now, if a joke or two happens here or there, okay, I get it. But you said purposely you were doing those jokes for that. So that says a lot about you, DSP. A whole lot. These people quote videos from years ago, name the part and year it came from, and it's obsessive behavior that becomes frightening. I really doubt Phil gives. Yeah, he's not going to give up Derish. He's going to be back on socks. Funny you should say that. Funny you should say that.
I'm on a stream, and I'll be like, well, if I don't raise money on this stream, I can't buy groceries later in the week and shit like that, okay? Has that ever happened on my streams? Yes, I have said shit like that.
Okay, fair enough. You at least admitted it.
Okay, I'm here to be honest with you guys, all right? I'm fessing up to everything. But the problem is with my detractors, they're living in the past. To them, everything is black and white. So the fact that I did stuff like that in the past, but I've changed for the better, doesn't matter. I did it. I'm guilty of it forever. So to them, I'm still that guy sitting here every day saying, oh, please give me some donations so I can buy groceries. That's the issue, I think.
Phil. All right, Phil. You've sat there and said you want to get a new computer. You need to fix the shower. You need to get some groceries. You need to pay your bills. You don't know if you're not going to have enough money to get certain video games. You have said that. You have said those things this year. You have said you would like donations to make up for the money you've spent on your business. You've said that within this year. So that is still you. That hasn't changed. The only reason you're trying to push this narrative now is because the Kino Casino fan base is showering you with money and you're not having to ask for it. That's why you're sitting there trying to play this off now. Which, what was it? Final Fantasy. Even though you made your money from Final Fantasy, guys, you wanted to see the game, right? I need you to continue giving me support. Phil, that was this year. How about we do more recent? Fallout 4. Guys, I can't do a stream of Fallout and only make $8. If something doesn't happen, we're going to drop the game. Phil? You sat there and said you needed to go out and get groceries, and that those tips pay for the groceries, pay for the other things you need to do on your day off. That was this year. That's current year. So, which one is it, Phil? Is it not you, or is it still you? Because it's still you from what I've heard, and from you, watching you, restreaming you. It hasn't changed. Yeah, we're living in the past because he always points to his past. Exactly. Notice how he always needs to blame someone when other people find out about... Yeah, exactly. Okay. Oh, yeah, Kirk. Yeah. Canadian Kirk. And he openly told Canadian Kirk to make sock accounts, and that so no one would know it's him. What do you... If it's like you said that, so what do you think Derish is going to do?
Think they have with me, but it's not valid anymore. That's not the modern DSP.
Fuck you. You're a liar.
Do you know a guy named Derish or Derich?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically like my kid, you know? And he, you know, that's the truth. If you don't see it that way, well, that's your own personal way of seeing things. That's how I see it, so...
Okay.
He's like a supporter, moderator, and like thumbnail maker for your stream, right?
Wrong, wrong, and wrong on all three counts. He's not a supporter, he's not a moderator, and he's never made a thumbnail for me whatsoever.
Oh shit, I was muted this whole time. Fuck! Disaster stream. Fucking disaster stream. Ah. Anyway, what's up, Trunks? Gonna see how those React channel thumbnails change this weekend. Oh yes. I was muted. I'm sorry. Disaster stream. Disaster. But as I just said while I was muted, damn it, so embarrassing. It's wrong on the first one, wrong on the first one, right on the second one, wrong on the third one. Derish was a supporter in the past. Hello, he stole his mother's credit card to give you money. Second, I don't think he was ever a moderator, not to my knowledge. There's the lore master out there that knows that better than I. And three, he does do content for you. You've admitted that. And then people was able to draw the line and figure that out. Now, if you said Derish was a former supporter and no longer a supporter, then that would be an accurate statement and detractors wouldn't have a leg to stand on to argue that. But you're saying he was never a supporter, which is false. And he has done tier makers for you. He has done thumbnails. Thank you, Restless Sheep. You sleep good, man. Hopefully I go to sleep at a decent time tonight myself, but we'll see.
All wrong. All detractor bullshit. He's just a viewer.
Okay.
And he made a tier maker for me once.
So right there, he never made anything, but oh, well, he did make a tier maker. Well, then he's done stuff for you. See, right there, DSP tells on DSP. Because he even knows it's full of shit. Like, come on, DSP. It's not that bad.
Twice.
Okay, tier maker.
Oh, once or twice. Okay, so now we went up to 2. So we went from none to 1 to 2. Which one is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, Josh, do you have like receipts on that? Or is this what you've heard, or is this what's in his thread, or what?
Well, his response is, there's definitely a relationship, or when I say relationship, I mean there's definitely like a connection. But his
Right.
response is actually it falls through a crack. I don't know how to respond to that because the guy
Yeah.
is definitely like a fucking weirdo.
Yeah,
And he definitely has like
Yeah.
playlists of like little girls and stuff on his YouTube. Like that's archived independently of the forum. But
What do you think
I
of that,
think
Phil?
I think I remember
Oh.
seeing like his badge in chat though that he had a supporter like a mod sword or something. Next to
No,
his
that
message.
you're seeing someone gifted him a membership. That's what you're seeing. It's just a gifted
That he has begged for. He has begged fellow chatters to give him a membership, to gift him a membership.
membership. Anyone can get that on YouTube. That says he has no power whatsoever on my streams whatsoever.
But he's allowed in your streams, though.
Yes, he is.
But he has playlists of little kids on his YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Okay. Shall we publicly address this formally? This is good.
Let's
We can finally
address
do
this.
Let's talk
like,
about
for
this,
real.
yeah.
Like,
Sure,
why
yeah.
is
All
he
right.
allowed to be a member of your community when he's such a creep?
That's the one thing that's really fucked. Yeah.
Here's my philosophy.
Okay, so let me paint the picture. Let me paint the picture now. I mean, we've all seen this mostly, but we'll still paint the picture. What's up, show? How you doing? I don't think he's gone, man. He's gonna be back. He's gonna be back under a sock. That's what I think. Cause he banned Casey and Noel from the stream. Oh yeah. But right here, this is Phil in his royal regalia. The ceremonial armor, the ceremonial shield, and the ceremonial sword. So now he's got to take that ceremonial sword and slide it over Derish to protect him. If Derish was just a sex pest and there was no little girl playlist and whatnot, honestly, nobody would give a damn. Derish got in the spotlight because of stealing the mother's credit card, but he got on there because of the little girl's playlist. That has been documented. People have seen it. It's quite sickening. And Phil, let me give us your take. Give us thy take on Derish.
You guys can completely disagree as streamers yourselves, and everyone out there watching, you may also disagree as well. All right.
Michael
But I'm just laying
Gronkowski,
down
how you doing, my man?
methodology here,
Sure.
Okay. I'm a content creator.
Yeah, he
Every
was a
day I
real
put
one.
on a stream.
Exactly.
I'm trying to entertain an audience. I'm trying to make a living. I got a chat. People come in. People come out. I see people from all walks of life. People from here, there, and everywhere who attend my streams.
As the majority of streamers. The majority of streamers have all walks of life in their chat. At one point or another, everybody's going to come by their chat. They're going to have all over the world. This is not something that's just to you, DSP. This is to everyone.
And I don't judge anyone for anything but what's going on in my stream, okay? If I see someone in this stream doing something disgusting, having awful things said, or they're breaking the rules, they're out of it. I have rules laid out. Actually, my stream, I think, is a little bit more lax than others, because I used to be known as, like, the moderator heavy guy, and now I almost don't have any moderators anymore. I kind of handle it all myself. But anyway, my philosophy...
What's up, Timo? How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Derish was a mod for a while. Oh, damn, so Phil was wrong there, too? God damn, Phil memory holds everything. But Phil, if it is brought to your attention that a viewer is indeed a sex pest and they're doing debauchery, they have this playlist that's, that people are saying, let's throw a wide net, right? Yeah, the mango ice cream. Yes, the Trader Joe's tacos and shit like that. Like, let's throw a wide net, right? Let's say, this is, mind you, walk the ship with me, walk the dark descent with me. It would be like if, say, some people said they believe he's a PDF file, and then some say they don't believe he is one. Well, then Phil would have to actually look at the evidence being brought forth and then make that judgment himself. But this isn't that case. There is evidence brought forth that he is what he's being claimed. These claims that are being laid at his feet, here is the evidence. People have they've double checked and triple checked this evidence, and they're very, yeah, like, dude, that's some PDF shit right there. Like, these are actual little girls in a YouTube playlist. That is a issue. That is a major red flag. And the fact that you don't want to look at it, that does say a lot about you, DSP. Like, you followed Derish on Twitter and then stopped following him because of what was showing up in his timeline that he was posting, that he was saying. What's up, Roachbait? Big ups, my man. And who, let's see here, Derish has like 7 to 8 accounts. Yeah, remember, we had actual adult entertainers blocking him, and he was going on his alt accounts, begging them to unblock his Derish account, his main account. That alone is enough for me to kick you from my channel. Just being a sex pest. Like, that alone is like, nah, you gotta go, kid. Because that can bleed over, and it has bled over into Phil's channel. I'm sorry, this is off topic, but I laughed so hard when he complained he got timed out in Duty's chat. Yo, the funny thing about him getting timed out in Duty's chat, it was like one person. Like, 1 or 2 people timed. It was like one person I know of for sure, and then maybe one other person timed him out again. But he got timed out. Duty unhidden him, so he could have stayed and talked. He could have talked again, but chose not to. He ran away the moment he got blocked or got hidden by someone. It's like, how does it? This is not throwing shade at Duty or anyone, but how does it feel to get banned in someone's chat and you don't have a chance to say anything back? It's not a good feeling, is it, Phil? It's really not a good feeling when that shit happens right to you. Either way, Derish chat is like Kirk's. Looks at the evidence is stalking his audience, he says, because it's one extreme or the other. And yeah, and on top of that, I want you to think of this too. With that, Phil, now mind you, I'm not saying by this alone, I'm not saying Phil is a PDF, but it hits pretty close. Remember, Phil defended Cuties before it came out. God damn it, Marin. He saw everyone as a mod. Yeah, it's a joke. Everyone being a mod in Duty's chat is a joke. That is the joke. Derish made at least 2, I'm sorry, videos. Yeah. Oh my god, he has. People got him everywhere. Gotta check on dents according to Phil. Yeah, and it's like, dude, nobody's doing background checks on the dents. Yeah, like, and he defended Cuties hardcore, and people were telling him, like, dude, this is not the movie you think it is. Like, this is not the movie you think it is. You really need to reevaluate your viewpoint on this movie. I didn't even hear about that movie until it came out. When I heard the title Cuties, I'm like, is this supposed to be some teenage movie, some adult movie? And then to find out it's kids, and then hearing about what they're doing, I was like, oh hell no, that movie gotta go. And I think that shit's still on Netflix. Like, no. And then on top of that, that dude got arrested. I want to say he was arrested before that movie. And that movie got terabytes of that shit from the auditions for that movie. It's like, no. And it feels like, well, I changed my opinion on it. No, Phil. It's the fact that you defended it until it came out. People back then, before it came out, were telling you what that movie was about. It's like you can listen to people that are seeing the signs before something comes out. Is leaving Netflix at the end of the month? Good. It needs to be buried. Like, it needs to be taken out back, shot, burned, and buried. It should have never existed.
Is what goes on in my stream is the extent of my responsibility as a streamer to take care of. Now, anyone out there who makes content, do you personally know every single person who's on your stream? Do you know what their life is like behind the scenes? Do you know what kind of stuff that they're into? What, you know, their kinks, their bullshit?
Man, Worski just looks so checked out. Like, maybe it's just me reaching, but Worski looks like he's fucking checked out of this shit like a long time ago.
What they post on their social media? Of course not. How in holy hell would any of us ever know what all of our viewers are doing? Nor is it in our realm of responsibility to have to actually look into that. You understand? These people are just here to watch me. That's all I care about.
May I just...
What's up, Smash Guy? Welcome to the stream. I've only seen Didi and Amont defend cuties, which says a lot about both of them. Yeah, it does. Yeah, and then on top of it, let's take the detractors out of this, right? Let's take the detractors out of this equation of saying Derish is a PDF. Let's take us out of it. Rip ourselves straight out. Your own chat wanted him gone. And I'm not talking about the LARPers. I'm talking about actual fans. Kagome blocked Derish from speaking to him or her in Phil's chat. And then Derish was sitting there talking to other chatters saying, hey, can somebody talk to Kagome and tell her I said hello and if she could unblock me? And Phil was cool with that. His own chat was okay with that. It's like, what the... I mean, his own chat was okay. His own chat was telling him that. And Phil was okay with it. Hey guys, you know, if you talk about Derish, you're a loser. If you go after my stream chatters, you're a fucking loser. Blah, 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 blah. And mind you, this was all glossed over with the side scrollers. That was never touched. What's up, belly dancing tote? Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Yeah, Derish is wrong all the way around. Like, and that's why I said take the detractors out. Let's even go a step further. A step we don't want to take, but let's take it a step further. Let's take out the PDF part. Your chat still wanted him gone because of the shit he was posting, the shit he was saying. So we took out the detractors, which we know you hate. So we take them out of the equation. We take the worst offense out and leave the being the sex pest. Your chat still wanted him gone. He was still spamming your chat. So this dude was still breaking your rules. And that's taking the worst things out, and you still left him. So now we throw all that back in, and you still left him. That's a problem, Phil. And this isn't about getting a one-up on you or a one-up on your chat or anything like that. This dude is a bona fide fucking problem, and you did nothing for years about this guy. Yeah, exactly. He was Phil's problem. What's up, hum along? Shout out Kool-Aid Brigade and Poultry World Order. Evil, how you doing, man? Welcome. Yeah, exactly. Phil didn't watch the tractors, but he knew what the fuck was being said. Okay.
Oh, I understand what you're saying. You don't know everyone's backstory. You can't control everyone. Makes sense. But we have verifiable evidence that Derich is a pedophile.
No.
He has playlists of kids, and it's really weird fucking shit. And this is the one thing Ashton and I are like, what the fuck is...
What the
You know,
fuck
I
is
get-
this?
And then on top of that, if I remember correctly, Derish privated that. He tried to hide it and private it. It's like, too late, dude. People already seen it. It's out there. You can't take it back. Yeah, Phil, remember the old Kiwi site? Yeah.
This
you're
shit,
saying.
and
I get what you're
Josh
saying.
looked into it yesterday. Let Josh. Josh, what do you think
Yeah.
about what Phil just
The secret Discord that he doesn't have? Yeah, exactly.
said?
Well,
Yeah.
it's not just this. Like, I mean, knowing about it, like when you find out, like you have to do something about that. And from what I understand, the big point of contention is not just that he's there; it's that other people, you know, who are in your community, who are in your chats, have pointed out that this guy is who he is, and he seems to be getting a layer of protection that people are able to observe. He seems to get away, according to, you know, the people that watch, he gets away with a lot more than other people would. Just in, you know, it's
Like, Phil is so wanting to just break in and be like, no, that's wrong, that's wrong. And it's like, no, it's not wrong. It's right. Yeah, he definitely blew it. He blew it hard.
suspicious to them. I don't know. I've not seen this, but that's what that's what
So
they
you don't
say.
even know what they're saying. You just think that somehow he's getting some kind of protections in my stream, is what you're saying.
Yeah, either from people in the chat calling it out, or just in regards to his behavior. Like apparently he spams a lot, and he gets a pass with that, and people suspect that there is some kind of association there where he gets a pass. Like for instance with the thumbnails, because they say that he has like a monthly vacation, and during that vacation the style of your thumbnails changes, and that is how they come to the conclusion that the thumbnails are being made by him, because they don't get made by
Totally
him when
wrong.
he's gone.
He's literally never made anything like that for me whatsoever. He's, like I said, the only thing he's ever made is 2-tier make. Makers, I believe, over the last year.
So he
That's
has
it.
made stuff though.
God damn it, I'm muted again. Fuck! All I said was, I said, sorry, Shenko, I like stealing it, but the flag man, PvP, is sitting there having to confront you saying, so he's made content for you. You know, you said he hasn't, but he has. Yeah, I got it. I need to have a symbol in here for when I fucking are muted. Ugh. I need to make a Gundam gif or something. I don't know. I have to figure that out. Yeah, he has protection on your chat. Exactly. And the fact that these gentlemen, I'm being nice, these gentlemen are sitting here telling you, dude, this is your viewer. Like he is a problem. You need to get rid of him. Now, this is something detractors. Sure, I'll panel up. Definitely. Let me get in there. So, people are sitting there telling you this, and now you got PPP Flag, aka Flagman. Sorry, Shenko, stealing it. And Warski and Josh sitting there telling you, like, no, dude, this is verifiable. Like, your detractors are right here. So if it's a crime later, there's proof or not. Exactly. Boy cat, man, he tased W. Oh, shit.
He got 2 tier makers, and one that I used on a stream and one I did not.
So two tier maker. Like I said, we went from no content to 1 tier maker to 2 tier makers. Again, Phil, then he's done content. It doesn't matter if he did 1 or 2. He did content for you. And you're saying he didn't do content for you. That's a lie.
Brother Phil, like, you can't have a pedophile making stuff for you and part of your community in a broad sense, right? Like, you should probably
He does look like
get
Cat.
the fucking guy and send him packing, and I think he'd get a lot less shit if
They're
he
both
did.
rapidly approaching the
Basically
same
like my
weight.
kid, you know?
Yeah.
That's the truth.
Beached whales.
You able to share the video feed through here?
Oh, yes, thank you. I'm sorry. Yeah, he did
Oh,
make
fine.
thumbnails, and people called that shit out. They were able to quickly find that shit out. And DSP is still lying. It's like, dude, just like, hey, you know what? He did make content. I didn't think it was bad. You know, I didn't think the claims were real. I didn't think what he was doing was that bad. Yeah, probably should have disciplined him more. You're right.
Yeah.
You know, you guys are right. I shouldn't have that in my community, and I need to take care of that right away. That's all he had to say. That's all he had to say.
People appreciate it when you own your
Here's the
shit,
thing,
no
you're
matter
right.
what it is.
You're absolutely
Exactly.
For
right.
that.
You guys are correct.
Exactly.
If I were right now to say,
Hey, Ziggy
I
can
don't
always
know,
hop on the
too many
panel.
blemishes, you die,
You
ban
guys,
you.
come on, man.
That
Get
would
on up
solve
with
that
us.
problem. However, the big picture that no one's
Let's
looking
solve that problem then.
at. Okay.
All
okay,
right,
but listen,
everybody, put a Z in the chat if you
don't
want
understand
Ziggy
the
to join us.
Pandora's box that you open.
I'll lead by
No, that's a
example.
very obvious, like, slippery slope fallacy. It's like you can get rid of the guy that has the
That
little
is
girl
a fallacy.
playlist on YouTube without.
The only thing, and it's always the common theme or Theo theory, if you will, is Derish's parents didn't go after Phil when Derish stole his mom's credit card and gave him all that money umpteen years ago. That's the only thing people believe. I'm not saying that's true or not. Again, a theory. Or she may be giving him money behind the scenes to just entertain my damn kid for a while. It's multiple theories, obviously, but you know, there's no way of ever knowing unless Derish came out with a tell-all, which that would be laughable.
Opening Pandora's box.
Yeah.
That's
No,
not really
no.
the right-
Oh, Josh, you gotta listen. All right, because again, you know how bad my detractors are, correct? You know
Right,
how
sure.
crazy they are.
Oh, we lost
The
Home
only
Alone.
reason that we even know anything about this person
Oh, welcome
is
back,
because
home.
my detractors went
Yeah,
to all
thanks,
of
sir.
his personal socials.
Wait. It can't be a personal account. I guess you could say personal social. Maybe I'm just being too picky there. Maybe I'm being too picky. But that's public information. That's what he's putting out there. Like, I don't get this, Phil.
Yeah, way is public, and he's a public figure.
Yeah, he put it out there. Like that's it.
No one had
Derish
to go
also works
search
for
it.
Toys
They
R
found
Us.
one, and it led to many.
Oh, he works for Toys R Us. Oh my god. That's the last place he needs to be working. Setting up a playlist to watch later. Ooh. Want to know if Ice wants to watch Finley play Little Big Planet Racing sometimes? Hell yeah, Ziggy. You know, man, you always got the good shit. You got that primo shit, man.
He has the deep lore.
Exactly. You got that primo shit that we can't find anywhere. Because he admits that he did wrong. He doesn't get the action figure his mom made him to put back. Yes, the Wolverine figure. What's up, Maddie? How you doing? Yeah, the Phil defending segment. It's hilarious. Personal account is public if you use that. Yeah, exactly. It's a public account. What's up, Reap Out? How you doing?
He's the one that put it out there. Like everything else that we talk to these people about. If you wasn't out there, we wouldn't have it to talk about.
Exactly. Like, this is what Derish decided to move forth with, so this is the repercussions of that. Like,
Smart choice.
like, man. What's up, Mad Brown Kid? How you doing? Welcome to the stream.
And
The
dug
Mad
into
Brown
it deep.
kid.
They
But he's
went
a
to the
pedophile.
But they got him.
They
That's right,
dug
they
into
got
him
him,
deep.
though.
Okay, now hold on. I know. Listen.
Hold on, I know. Hold on, I know. I know he's a pedophile, but hold on. But wait, there's more. Like, really, Phil? Like, the conversation should stop right there.
He wanted to say shut the fuck up so badly.
I know. Like, oh my god. Like, I know, but hold on. It's like, what's there to hold on, dude? Like, the dude's a pedophile. That's it. It stopped right there. It's done. Crack Beans, what is up? Kyron Bear, what is up? Welcome to the stream.
Everybody's in here tonight. Big fucking ups. Happy Tuesday, everybody.
Yes, happy Tuesday. Yeah, Kirk got banned, and then Phil told Canadian Kirk, "Hey, just make a sock account, and don't talk like you normally talk, and people won't know it's you. You tell them this publicly, everybody hears it. Like, okay, well, we know who it, we're gonna know if we see this new account pop up out of nowhere saying the same shit.
Derek even said that. He said, "Okay, I will make a new account, and I'll tell you what the name is after that." He literally posted this message.
Oh, that's what I was sent today too. So I seen that. I seen that, and it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like
I'm not
how
disputing what
fucking
you guys are saying, but please let me
no
finish.
cover,
Oh, sure,
no
for sure,
secrecy.
All right?
Exactly, they out
The only
themselves.
reason that I know that this guy did something bad is because people went off of the realm of my streams and my content to find it. I'm sorry, but that's not my responsibility to be dealing with. Do you understand? Because here's the thing.
That is your responsibility. He's a part of your community. So that
Public
makes
community.
it part of your responsibility. If somebody, what's up, Ramen Brahman? How you doing, my man? Far to you, Wings and Ethan Ralph had said, "Hold on," after defending a pedo in their chat. Do you think they would? Yeah, they would. Exactly. They wouldn't have.
They're sucking DSP off to get this content right now.
Exactly. And you know what? It's as GTG says and always says, and Shinko says it. Just let him keep talking. Give him enough rope, he hangs himself. This is what Phil does to himself. And it's like, this is why I said, I don't remember the guy's name. Ludwig and Ann Leet watched him a lot. What was his name? He did a lot of screaming, and he played in that really crappy movie, Windy City Heat.
Perry Caravello.
Perry, thank you, Perry Caravello. It's like Phil needs what Perry has, someone to tell him to shut up, because he just keeps making himself worse as it goes on. Yeah, look what happened. See, right there. Bear put it, just knocked it right there. Look what happened to Mr. Beast and Dr. Disrespect. Exactly. And Mr. Beast wasn't even doing the action. It's the person was tied to him. And he's being run through the mud behind this shit. Thank you, Mary. It's like, Phil? Nope. Phil just gets, hey, Phil, it's okay, man. Here, let me just open the gate for you, man. Just walk on through. It's cool. Yeah, it reflects poorly. Exactly. Tom, thank you, Tom. Like Phil, this is a person, a part of your community. And that's a very bad look to anyone on the outside looking in, especially when this information is made public. Yeah, Ninja, PewDiePie, that's what I'm saying. Like, people have been run through the mud for less. And Phil has gotten away
Far less.
with murder.
Far less. People have lost their careers online for far less.
Dude, people have lost their careers for telling a white lie that got found out months later.
People in real life have lost their entire.
Look at politicians.
Standing. Yeah, good standing over less. Bill has no idea how many Hail Marys he should be given every day for the fucking luck he has.
That's what I said. He got that golden horseshoe up his ass. He doesn't even realize it. Actually, it's not even golden anymore. It's fucking platinum.
The devil's luck, I think they call it.
Yeah, that's exactly. What's up, Mary?
Hey, Mary.
They're gonna
Now, please
Wi-Fi
listen.
on the phone right now.
Okay.
All right.
I banned Derek right now. I called him Derek because that's what I thought his name was. I guess it actually is Derish or whatever. But if I ban Derek right now, here's what will happen.
Oh, you're one shy of 375 subs, by the way.
Oh my God! Thank you. Oh my God.
Yeah, isn't that awesome?
Right now,
It is, man.
Because they say, look what we did.
Up 30 in a week and a half.
I know.
Unbelievable.
Wow, that's
We
crazy.
researched a guy who no one would have.
It is.
believed.
Phil, this isn't a win. This isn't a win. Like,
You literally can't defend Derek. Derek is
Yeah.
undefendable.
like this isn't a win. This isn't a win for the detractors in the way you're thinking it is. Like, with the detractors constantly pushing this information out. John Valentine, what is up, my guy? Good to see you. With detractors pushing that information out and letting other people read it and see it and everything else, this is helping your community and future communities. That, hey, this is this guy. Like, what is it? I think, what's his name? The Marked One, I think is his name, over on Twitch.
Oh, yeah.
Cool guy.
On Twitch?
Yeah, like, they'll sit there and follow Derish around, going to these adult entertainers' websites.
Yep.
Pointing
Yeah,
out the
I
shit
watch.
he's doing.
I'm part of that.
Oh, you're part of that? Okay, so you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yep, Derek watch.
There, watch that. Okay, thank
They,
you.
they go around in other chats and piss him off.
Yeah, it's like this is, this person needs to be outed for what they're doing. Like, yeah, marked one. Thank you. Like, this is the type of person, and I'm not saying he's going to do this, but Derish has a higher chance of actually graping someone.
Yeah, I would say that's fair.
Yeah, like, honestly, that's how I feel. I'm not saying he will, but with his actions, there's a way higher chance.
Here's how you could look at it, Ice. What would he do with an unconscious woman in the room?
Exactly. What's up, Detractor Phil? Welcome to the stream.
And put that test to anybody.
Yeah.
But the degenerates are going to be where it fails every time.
Exactly.
Don't forget, Derek, the same guy who commented, about the comment of the dude who raped, who had that of little girls. Remember?
I
Yep.
trust them to my pets.
Yep.
I can't remember the
There's
comment
me a psych.
exactly, but
Trust me, I'm a pro.
I can't remember the exact comment that Derek posted, but it was really fucking disgusting.
The moment he was sitting there talking to that woman, basically hounding her to say his name and to say his, I'm trying to be PG here, his fluid taste good.
It's worse.
Oh, I know it is. I'm just being nice right now.
His man milk tasted good? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, the fluid used to create life tastes good. Yeah. Yeah.
It is worse.
But Monday Matt put out a tweet about that too, by the way, years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, he said, I tasted my blah blah and it tasted kind of sweet. And I'm thinking, dude, why did you post that tweet?
Exactly.
Fucking
Derek
weird.
On Derek Watch, it was fucking worse.
I'm sure it is. Like, I'm just being, like I said, I'm being nice because I'm on stream. Hey, Irie, welcome. Yeah, Kitty, thank you. Kitty, say my name. Say my name there. Say it with an H. Exactly, that's the one.
I would say for every tweet or post that we get to see and look at, there's about 10 more Derek Watch dig up that are just as bad. It goes deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just got here and I joined the Derishism. Yeah, like this right here, the fact that this is over almost 30-minute segment of him defending Derish. Like, I would understand if Derish, like I said, if Derish was just a normal viewer. I'm ripping out the detractors. That's ripping out the PDF stuff. That's just, but leaving everything else. Okay, I can understand if Phil wanted to actually defend the guy, but you still lose that because your chat wants him gone, and that's take out the LARPers. They still want him gone, and you won't do it. And here we are, right here. You're being confronted by 3 men. And still defending this dude. That royal regalian armor and royal shield and sword must have the defense of 1,000. Because he is not cracking in any of this. People with little shame usually hide these antics deep down and let them fester. Yeah, Derish has no shame filter. Exactly, Detractor Phil. None. He lets that shit run rampant. 21st B-Day tweet. Oh, God. This sus as fuck.
Have known he had anything wrong with him by just watching Phil's streams. For the record, Derek has never once talked about any of this malicious activity on my stream. He knows better than that. He doesn't bring that shit. That's his personal life or whatever, right? So he does not do that on my streams. If I ban him, guess what happens?
Still having pictures of himself on that LED makes me want to hit him so fucking hard.
I know it makes it so hard not to, but I usually
just so fucking punchable.
Like, yeah, I was gonna say, you took the words right out my mouth. I was like, I try to be nice. I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying not to say it, but god damn it, dude, it just want to go pow.
What the fuck?
Yeah, bro. The difference between letting him chat and not knowing and knowing. Exactly. There is a huge difference between not knowing and knowing. And it's the fact that you've known this for years. And then I've almost forgot. Remember, Brian came to Phil about Derish. And Phil said he knows. And he will deal with Derish if it gets out of hand. So, even with Brian, the one person he claims continued to play with him after all these years, he didn't even want to do it for that guy.
Yep.
This is the one dude that actually was playing games with you. Still
one person that
talking
can
to
stand
you.
him.
Yep. And this is how you treated him. Phil has a responsibility to protect his community members. Exactly.
Dude, if it ain't money, he don't give a fuck.
He doesn't.
Doesn't matter how he gets it or who it comes
Banning
from.
his detractors because then the detractors target. Yeah. And the funny thing is, there's nobody else in his chat the detractors go after. Nobody. I mean, yes, they make fun of him, and okay, they may or may not have doxed OIC. I'm not saying I'm for doxing, but OIC likes fucking challenging them. So that's a battle all on its own. Yeah, like that's a battle all on its own.
He earned that, and so did Derek by having posts like that, playlists
Exactly.
with the gym and weird shit along those lines.
Exactly. He rather
He
protect the
brought the
people
attention on
than
himself.
give the detractors. And the funny thing, detractor Phil, is this isn't really a win. Like, I don't look at this as a win. I look at this more of a public service. Because this dude is a problem, and you're allowing him safe haven within your walls. See, Phil likes to do this whole king thing. I can do that, Phil. You know, I can put my mindset there. Let's run with it. You let him in the castle. You got the protection of the moat, your guards, the castle gate. You got the ballistas, the fire pitch, and the tar. You got all this shit set up.
The archers.
Yep, the archers, the crossbowmen. You got all that shit, but you're not protecting the people within your walls, within your kingdom. You are not protecting them from
she's on a rampage.
Monster. What's up, Soul? The monster you have openly let in your gates. That is a issue, and that's why people give you so much shit for that.
Hey,
We're on to the next. The moment I ban Derek and these detractors say we won, guess what happens? You just gave them exactly what they wanted. You gave them the attention they're craving, and then they move on to someone else. And then they move on to someone else. And then they move on to someone else until it's done.
But sometimes in life you have to hold the L, and sometimes bad people are going to get a win. But that's just the reality. You can't have
Phil
a
is King
pedophile
Nero.
in the community, like an open pedophile.
It's a win for him, a win for the detractors, or a win for his community, but he can't even listen to the detractors because of his raging hate for them. Exactly. And the detractors have been giving him advice for years. I've given him advice. Like, is he going to take it? Hell no. I'm a lowly beggar detractor. No, let's get out of here. But people want to help other people in their own ways. And people still try to help Phil despite everything he's done.
You know what drives me crazy, and I just noticed he does it on his interviews?
What's that?
He interrupts and keeps talking and talking. Like, after doing my own podcast with them for a while, I understand on a stream it's hard to have one person talking at a time when you try to make a point and multiple people start talking at once. Like, I understand that rampage, but Phil just doesn't care.
No, he doesn't.
And he just keeps trying to make his point so that his point keeps going to try and drown out the other person most of the time. Like, you really notice it with the side scroller interview.
Oh yes, and he's gonna do it with Keemstar this Wednesday.
I mean, I understand that it happens because, like I said, after doing the podcast with my friends so many times, that it happens because you're not there with the person, and if you don't have cameras, it's harder to see when someone's going to say something or not. But he just seems to do it deliberately.
Yeah, it's a wear down technique. It's to wear you down and to make you submit.
Mm-hmm.
And Phil's been doing it so long, and there's never been anyone to challenge him. But now we have someone here. We have 3 people actually here challenging him, and they're not backing down. So now he gets a kind of a dose of his own medicine.
Admitting
Oh,
he's a
would you bet
pedophile.
that
Oh no,
Dave?
let's say
Dave
this.
has
Okay, I will
nothing.
say this. I don't know
He's
anything about that.
He's not
because
good
I
at debates.
Make it a
He
philosophy. I
couldn't
do
come
not
with any
personally
witty
research my
response.
viewers. I think that's fucking
Yeah.
creepy. That I
There's
would
no
spend
really-
my time every time that someone says something
There's
about
no-
someone.
there's
I
no
gotta go
point of
search
view
their socials.
anything
I gotta
afraid
go
of
to their
Dave.
YouTube
What the
page and
fuck he
search their
said?
history.
Wait, may I say one thing? Sorry, may I say one thing? Okay, so you're saying people did research outside the realm of your show and
Right.
whatever. I get what you're saying there. Well, if Derek was caught and you found out that the police found something on him and he's in the middle of a trial right now and he was a pedophile, right? And it wasn't the detractors or anything. It was through legal whatever, right? Then would you ban him because it wasn't detractors?
Well,
But
how
he
would
was-
I find out about that? Like, how would I even know
A
that?
fan of yours goes, I live in the same city as him and I saw him on the news, for example.
Well, what if it was Harvey Weinstein? Like, how bad does somebody have to be before you're like, well, I don't want to associate with this guy?
So if
You know what I
Hitler
mean?
was on my stream and was still alive,
Yeah.
I
I'm back
can't
here
hit Hitler,
again.
right?
And then right here, Phil sits there and it's funny I'm gonna say this word, but right here, Phil's thinking he's being cute by saying, so if Hitler was alive and on my stream, would I have to ban him? I would think you'd want to ban the guy that killed over millions of people. I mean, I'm just saying, I'm just saying, like, I'd want to ban him. But if you don't feel okay, that's fine. You know, that bison hat, that dictator hat has a whole new meaning.
That whole
Yeah,
devil you
yeah,
don't know,
yeah.
devil you do know bullshit is just weak on his part.
Yeah.
1488 was an active user on your stream. Would you ban him? Because he's only Defier in Germany, and you don't know anything about that, right?
Wow. Yeah, I mean, you're right. I mean, that's a good point.
I love Hitler.
And then right there, let's go back to that. Let's go back. Listen to how he just he just had to concede to that argument because he realized I fucked up. I should have never said that. You know, Josh sat there and asked a good question. So if Harvey Weinstein was in your chat, would you ban? Like, what is the grave offense that has to be committed outside of your stream for you to ban a person? Like, okay, like, and this is the thing, like, Phil, please be careful with what you say, because you're right here, right now, you are telling everyone about yourself. Yeah, it shouldn't matter how he found it when it's true. Exactly.
1488 was an active user on your
See,
stream. Would you
the
ban
thing
him?
with
'Cause he's-
Phil though is, you say he's going to say something he shouldn't. We've all said something we shouldn't. It's inevitable. Eventually, sooner or later, we're going to do something like that. But with
You're cutting out,
Phil,
Phil. Not sure it's me.
I have no idea. It might be my end too, because
He sounds
But-
fine to me.
I mean,
Okay, maybe
it's no telling.
but well, because he can't be in any part in the wrong, he can't say I misspoke or I shouldn't have said that. There's no actual apology from him without him accusing somebody else of being in the wrong first.
Yeah, so I was
absolutely.
thinking that earlier, he cannot own his own shit. People like it when you can tell them, I fucked up, yo. I really did. I fucked up. And mean
Yeah.
it.
And like I said,
There's
no
nothing
one.
wrong.
It's not like nobody else has done it. We've all been there.
In life, I do it quite often.
Exactly.
Same for me.
It makes a difference.
Like,
If
there's
people you
nothing
actually
wrong-
give a shit about.
There's nothing wrong with admitting when you fucked up. I say I tell all the
Right.
time. If I did something, I'll say I fucking did it. I'll take the
If there
consequence.
were more radical honesty, the world would be a better place.
I mean, it's entirely possible you could mean to do something and realize that, oh, this was a bad choice, or you weren't aware of it, and then you apologize at the end of it because you're like, oh, well, I did this I shouldn't have. I now realize it was wrong. But with
Yeah.
Phil, it's always somebody else's fault. He can never be in the wrong, and any apology is always half-hearted from him.
Yeah, I mean, it's like right here. Oh, well, my detractors will get a win. Fuck the detractors, dude. Think about your goddamn community.
Think about little kids online. Fuck your community, yes. Think about
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah, that's the better step. Like, dude, he has asked people in your chat certain questions that are very questionable.
Right out in the open.
Yeah, like, so he has brought his debauchery into your streams.
Can't act
Again.
like he didn't know. He
Of
banned
course
some
he
people.
knew.
He banned mods for wanting to push him to get rid of Derek.
Exactly. Took their sword away and then kicked their ass to the curb. Let's see.
Because
The
he
only
didn't
grave
want anything to
offense
talk about
is
it.
talking
How
badly
much
about
money does he
Phil
really get?
or offering advice. Exactly, Irie one. Same thing as I watched
What
this.
kind of fucking
I
money
watched
does
the
this guy give him?
Keemstar documentary. He's a bad guy, and then don't believe what people say about me in their documentary about me. That shit was so weak. Oh man, that shit. I still gotta go over
I
that side scrollers interview.
Yes, really good watch. We can do that.
also the whole thing with Derek is is losing and calling to lose people because you know how many people left due to fucking Derek. We can't say the word. I'm
Yep.
gonna say.
Really good point, Marin. That's a really good point.
What's up, Paul J. Brazel?
You know
How
what-
you doing, my man? Good to see you.
You know the word I'm trying to say.
Razzazo! Oh.
What were you saying, Marin?
The case of Derek, you are the father.
That Derek cost Dave a lot of supporters and viewers
He has. A lot of them bailed.
because they
And they all publicly stated we don't feel comfortable with Derek here with what he does, and then DSP buried the lead and never talked about it again.
Exactly. Ramen pulled up the big one, the good knockout punch. When you apologize but keep doing the thing, you're not actually sorry. John Rambo. Exactly. That's what broke up their friendship.
And here's a good one: if you don't lie, you never have to remember anything. Pretty easy.
Yeah, exactly. That is the story. That is it. Not much, my man. Nothing much. Phil lose channel positive effect if he allowed. Yeah, and that's why I said it was funny that he had to get bullied by 3 men. Like, dude, you need to get rid of this guy. I mean, by age, they're men. By age, they're men.
If you need to get the way lasers, we are at 375 subs.
Oh my goodness! Thank you. Greatly appreciate. Holy crap! Thank you. Thank you.
I know, man. That's some good growth lately.
Man. Why are my
Thanks, everybody.
notifications not working? I'm gonna have to figure that out. Oh.
In Germany, and you don't know anything about that, right?
Wow.
So, like right here, he had to laugh, and he's like, "Oh, well, he's a Fuhrer of Germany." So I mean, you don't know anything about him, right? So I guess he's free to be in your chat. Oh, wow. Yeah, Phil was like, "Oh, I fucked that up. I should have never said that shit."
Now that's some good logic.
Nah. Like, I mean, okay. Let's go further back. Let's go further back, right? So, if she was still alive, do we let Bloody Mary in your chat and just let her sit there despite what she's done? Like, I'm just saying, do we leave Bloody Mary there?
What does she do?
The Crusades.
Okay, no, you don't.
Yeah, cake or death. I mean, I guess we just leave her in chat then. We don't know who the fuck she is. That's fine. Yeah, Bloody Mary, go ahead and sit there and talk about offing motherfuckers by their heads, I guess. I guess it's fine, whatever.
During the bank leaks, there were 2 big deposits that Phil received, and they each had an international currency conversion fee, meaning they came from somewhere outside the U.S. I often wonder if that's the money that Derek's parents give to Phil. Like, do they pay by month? They have to pay some kind of monthly or annual amount to babysit this kid. And it's got to be coming to some funding source, and I think it's something that no one has ever seen.
It's got to be. It was a bloody good woman, a little angry.
One that I've held on to for some years.
In according to Dwight, getting money from Canada isn't exactly cheap.
No, it's not.
Hey, hold on. Let's go to the fantasy route. All right, you ready? Let's go to the fantasy route. Since we're doing this, Phil. So, do we let Queen Cersei stay in the chat even though she had sex with her brother? I guess we let her stay. I mean, we don't know her. I guess we let the bitch stay. I'm just saying, going by Phil's logic, we can let the most deplorable people stay in chat.
And get a mod ship.
I know, give him a wrench and everything.
Be a managing moderator, Phil.
Exactly. It's like,
let's Bernie Madoff scan the chat for any irregular activity.
I know. What's up, Wes? Wait, Clays didn't know about there. Just by banning the cherry emoji, the taco emoji, and the mango. Yeah, the list goes on. And he told Brian he knows. So again, Phil lying. Just lying
Good point,
straight to their
both ways.
faces.
Good
Yeah,
fucking point.
I mean, you're right. I mean, that's a good point.
I love Hitler. 9. I'm Hitler.
But and I totally understand what you're saying. I do. Let me tell you, I've gotten a lot of shit over this. And here's the funny part. What the fuck does
United
this have to do
States
with
of
me?
Phil.
It's not even anything I've done or ever. I gotta take shit because someone got dirt on a viewer of mine who talks a lot in chat or whatever.
Yeah, there's no white who banged seven seven guys before it was big.
He regularly makes any content for me. He's had one.
So, and then right here, I gotta go back to this. Like,
A lot of shit over this. And
right there it is. Listen to what he said closely.
Hitler.
But and I
not again.
totally understand what you're saying. I do. Let me tell you, I've gotten a lot of shit over this. And here's the funny.
I've gotten a lot of shit over this. So that means you knew, and you were still choosing to do nothing.
Yep.
Nothing despite knowing this.
And what Will Slade said about banning cherry emojis, Trader
Yep.
Joe's tacos, all of that shit. Why would he ban it?
Exactly. Like this is
he
the
knew.
thing. Like Phil
Honest cocksucker.
he keeps telling on himself and telling on himself
Yep.
and telling on himself. And this would be the one time I wish somebody would push him. This is when I wish somebody would push him. And be like, well, Phil, you just said you didn't know, but right here you're saying you caught a lot of shit for it. So how long have you been
Yeah.
catching shit for this? Is
I
it
think they're
recent?
going to push him at some point. They're going to push him at some point. That's their end goal here.
Yeah, I mean, they wanted to do what side scrollers could not. And
Yep.
whether this is the long game, whether they actually like DSP or not, doesn't matter at the end of the day. Because we are getting a lot of shit out of this. Like,
You know
Phil
that
is just...
PPP.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
PPP
go ahead.
knows what he's doing.
My bad.
Like, yeah, he...
So Phil is trying to get clout from a guy that took a picture of his asshole, balls, and taint and posted it on the internet. I want
Yeah.
to point that out.
And had a flag up his ass, don't forget.
That's right, and had a picture with the flag up his ass. PPP did.
Exactly. Like,
Can't
that's some
sleep.
goddamn clout chasing right there. I'm gonna chase a guy for clout that had a flag up his ass.
Fish to the public internet.
Over one, yeah, all this over one fucking person. You could have just been like, yeah, you know what, you guys are right. Let's just get him the fuck out of here. As soon as he shows up, gone.
He's
Or
one
hey,
big asshole, and I mean one big asshole.
Yep. Or he could have been like, hey, somebody send me his YouTube and I'll just do it right here. That's all he had to do.
Funny part.
That's
What the fuck
it.
does this have to do with me? It's not even
He had a
anything I've done or
long
ever. I gotta
taint
take
too,
shit
like it
because
looked
someone
weird.
got dirt on a viewer of mine who talks a lot in chat or whatever.
Pause, no Nick Fuentes.
Oh, right there, right there. Oh, listen to that. Let's hear that in this glory.
9.
Right.
I'm Hitler.
But and I totally understand what you're saying. I do. Let me tell you, I've gotten a lot of shit over this. And here's the funny part. What the fuck does this have to do with me? It's not even anything I've done or ever. I gotta take shit.
Like right there. Look at PPP. His face said it all. He's like, what the fuck did he just say that?
Didn't make sense to him either.
Yeah, like what does it have to do with me? Simple. This is a
Right.
person in your chat. This is someone within your community. As my medieval analogy earlier, you have let a monster in your castle with your subjects, your people, your queen, your royal guard, and you let this person in there knowing the atrocities they have done. I'm using atrocity, but knowing these atrocities, and you're still like, come on in, welcome. This is where we eat dinner. We got the roasted pig right there. We got the ale right here. We got the chickens over there. We got some pheasant if that's what you choose. We got the bakers making a cake. We got Defender of the Guard Jasper right here. You know, he's Hold the Door Jones. We're good. You're good in here. You're good in here.
When Phil wants to talk about getting attacked by people, he's like, I'm a public figure and I have to defend ABC. But when he's in trouble, he goes, I'm a nobody in the streaming community. I'm just a blip on the radar. You have to pick one, dude, and stand on business.
Yeah. Like, pick a lane. Stay in it.
There you
Derich
go.
needs to be on some kind of watch list. I think he is. Don't hold me
Phil's one
to
of
it.
those type of people that wants to have their cake, have their icing, and have your cake as well.
Exactly.
Because
Hey,
someone
guys,
got
Michael,
dirt
long
on a
time no
viewer
see,
of
my
mine
friend.
who talks a lot in chat or whatever.
Okay.
And again, the other things you've been told are not true.
Wait,
He's not a mod.
he say talks to chat? Hold on, what?
On a viewer of mine who talks a lot in chat or whatever. And again,
Talks a lot in chat or whatever. Like, Phil, your chat was bringing him up to you after the detractors pointed this shit out. Your chat was asking you for months and years to get rid of him. People were out and out blocking him so that he couldn't talk to them. And then he started doing it to people that were sitting there not liking him openly in chat. So that's a definite problem. Now, if you said it didn't matter, my chat's a no hold bar, then that would be one thing. You'd be like, fuck it, all right, that's how you want to run your chat. You run your chat that way. Go for it.
You warned everybody.
Yep, but that's not how you run your chat. You run it like a prison, or the gulag, or we're in the cells, we're in the dungeons.
Jeez.
I mean, he wants to use the king moniker. I'm going with the king moniker.
It took me a minute. I was slow there.
He doesn't even let the viewers talk to each other, talk about anything but him.
Yeah,
He tells
exactly.
people if they get messages from anybody while they're watching him, they shouldn't trust them. What if your mom messages you while you're watching DSP? Should you not trust her?
I guess you shouldn't. It has to be, it has to be something deeper. It's gotta be that, or Phil truly does not give a fuck about his community that much. Which that's obviously the answer. But
I think he gets a sizable chunk from them.
He got
babysitting their kids.
The same thing with 1 Minute Man. I think he was getting a sizable monthly stipend from 1 Minute Man, and he was just divvying that shit out throughout the month.
Absolutely agree. Make it look legit. That's called what? Cooking the books.
Exactly, cooking the books.
The other things you've been told are not true. He's not a moderator. He doesn't regularly make any content for me. He's had one.
Okay, so now that's switched up. He doesn't regularly make content for me. So we went from not making content at all to, one tier maker or 2 tier makers to now not regularly making content. So right here, Phil has lied and changed up that answer. That is now changed 3 times. Well, 4 times to be technical.
They asked the question they knew the answer to first.
Exactly. What's up, Soul? How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, as long as it serves his bottom line, money. He can care less. Exactly. Yeah, he's never cared about his community.
That's literally the extent of that.
Nope. Phil was Derish's babysitter.
He does have playlists of little girls on his channel. He's
From 2008 or whenever the fuck it is until now, he hasn't given a shit.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Oh wait, so right here though, right here.
Creeping on little girls. Do you disavow that behavior?
Oh, absolutely, I do. Absolutely.
So look at Shinko. If you're watching, I'm sorry. Flagman's face, like, well, if you disavow that, then how the fuck you not disavow Derish? Like he was actually taken back by that.
Little girls. Do you disavow that
I'm
behavior?
offended.
Oh, absolutely, I do. Absolutely.
So you disavow Derich then?
Yeah, I don't condone any of that, but at the same time, I'm not going to go out of my way.
Like he didn't know about PW Dubs being doxxed until the Discord leaks came out. Then all of a sudden he had a brief memory.
Exactly.
Saw that it was
Fucking
foul
hypocrite.
and disgusting, and now we're bringing it to you. We're credible. Like, I'm trying to.
So, and right here, there's a saying, so you won't believe it. You didn't believe it because your detractors came up with it. But we're credible. You can believe us.
Help you.
Yeah,
If
let me
you-
phrase it like this.
I know. But
And he's laughing. He's fucking smiling about this shit. He's smiling about this. Is not something to be smiling about.
He knows he has them snowed.
Help you.
Yeah,
If
let me
you-
phrase it
Yeah,
like this.
exactly.
I know, but I totally understand where you guys are going with it.
You are
I do.
totally correct. That
I
if you ban
guarantee you
this
that if
guy,
PPP
the
or
detractors will
Andy
start
had
looking
been
at
a
your
big
viewers
figure in the
hard. You are
detractor
totally
community for
correct. That is
DSP,
a
he would have never
completely
done this.
accurate
Because if you know him,
Exactly.
But don't you?
you know
still
exactly where to go when you question.
Not want
Exactly.
this guy to be in your community or your audience and openly known as this guy. Because if
Okay,
swing it
Pause
the
for a
other way.
second. I know you probably paused a couple of times, but
No,
I
that's
do
fine, go for it.
say this.
I
Because once
actually
again-
wrote in the I wrote in the description that this is a discussion, so you're good.
So, so once again, I'll play devil's advocate. I know I do that too often with Phil, but it's one of my quirks. Sue me. Let's just say, okay, you hear something somebody did. This is the first time you're hearing it. You don't want to judge too harshly upon the first time hearing it. That is understandable if this was the first time. But at some point, you hear it's so many times repeatedly that you have to look into it and then make a judgment from there. Is the internet always trustable? No. Is there more than enough evidence for Derish? Yes. But you have to try and look into it first before you commit to one action or another. And Phil has known about this for long enough.
Known about it for years.
Both in his chat and his detractors both, and people that are in between has pointed this out.
He's like a parent whose kid's been getting bad report cards all year, and then when they get the notice that the kid failed, they act shocked. I had no idea my kid was fucking up that bad along the way. He knows.
Well, I'm just saying, like, Phil's had more than enough. Now, if this was somebody that was just brought this up and Phil never looked into it, then he could say, okay, I have to look into this, but I won't make a judgment right now while I'm streaming. I could understand that thought. But as we saw, this has been going on for years, and I know people have not always brought it up, but enough people have brought it up over the years. Yeah, you should have done something sooner. It shouldn't have been two people that are trying to pretty much ride your coattails for the current moment, short as those are as hell, to get you to do something. And that's the problem with you, Phil. You have to have someone specifically write you a letter on how to get popular and how to do something. You literally have no concept of doing anything on your own.
Turn up the video a little bit. Sure, I got you.
But that's just my take on it. So,
let me go ahead and crank that up. There we go. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, this is something that's been known for years. Let's even play. Let's add another one to it, Soul. Let's add another one to your theory, or your devil's advocate. Let's say this was brought up to him this month. Like you said, I could see that. I could see it. But you got the whole month to decide. You can either look at the information that's being brought forth, or you can kick it to the curb. Your choice. But when does your chat's protection overwrite your ego for your haters?
Well, here's the other thing. Now, Phil says that what they do outside of his channel is none of his concern. To that statement, I do not have an issue with. But the care and how often you seem to respond to him is another thing entirely, Phil. Because once you kick him out, whatever he does outside of that community is on him. There's nothing on that individual that is streaming. So, like, if I found out, just for an example, Ice did something I don't agree with, and I kick him out of my channel, anything he does outside of the channel is not of my concern. But Derish with Phil keeps coming in. Phil just keeps feeding into him, and it is insane on that end, on how much he let Derish get away with, and how much he just interacts with him and just goes from there.
Yeah,
I got a request to bump the video volume up just a hair.
Yeah, I turned it
Sorry
up.
about that.
Yeah, he got that.
Yeah, I got it. But
My bad, guys.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. You're good. It's
Always
always
good to
nice
look
just
out.
in case. Exactly. And on top of that, this dated back to Phil's Twitch days. So just to give a timeline that I remember, this is back when he was on Twitch. So that's what, 2020, 2019, somewhere around there.
7 or so years.
2017-ish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he left YouTube in 2018 and went back to Twitch.
Yeah, because see, when I came into the mix, it was 2019, and he was still on Twitch.
Yeah, he'd been on about a year by that time,
So
I believe.
So the shit on Derish was found, at least, and I'm going by my own timeline of when I entered the ring, quote unquote, when I became just a casual watcher. 2019, he knew about Derish. I was hearing shit about Derish. And that was back at LSB's channel. I was hearing
Yeah,
shit about
he came up-
Derish.
There were memes about Derish. There was so much material out there.
Yeah. So if I'm hearing about that in 2019, you know damn well Phil did. So from 2019 to current, you have been shielding him. And Derish has only gotten worse. As Marin was saying earlier, and as it was pointed out with the Derish watch. Like, Derish was ramping up. And then as I pointed out at the beginning of the stream, Phil followed Derish on Twitter and then stopped following him because of what Derish was posting.
Yep. If it was so bad, why'd you have to stop following him?
Exactly. Oh yeah, LSB era was great. Oh, I miss those days.
Shout out to Rocky.
Yes, Rocky. He'll say he doesn't look into his viewers, but the guy had no problem checking on his whales through emails. Exactly, Kumi. I'm glad you brought that up, because I'm going to bring him up again. Snorlax King. That dude pointed out that DSP was sending him messages, sending him emails about tips and the chargebacks and all that stuff. But so you will go through these great lengths. And then what was it? There was a detractor baiting Phil into selling the statues. And
yes.
Then these guys are going back and forth in emails, back and forth. And DSP is really trying to get this dude to give him that money.
$9,000.
Not yeah. So it's like, Phil, like you'll do this when it comes down to money, but you're not doing this to protect your own community. And yes, we make the joke all the time that it's a cult. But Phil, this is
I really don't know what else to call it.
But here, this is the one time you need to protect your cult. This is when you protect your cult. And you're failing your cult. Yeah, Jordan was banned for watching Duty streams. Exactly.
Really?
Yeah, DSP banned him. DSP has banned so many
DSP
people.
has banned people just for asking questions.
How petty must you be?
That's what I'm saying. DSP is. That's why I said take away the detractors, take away the PDF stuff, leave just the sex talk, the spamming, and the caps and all of that. Derish has still broke the rules more than anyone else has. And Phil still defended him. Yeah. It's just Derish, guys. He's just really excited to be here. What?
And he has pathological behavior.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I said we could take out all the worst of the worst, us and that, and you're still left with that, and people still wanted him gone. He still broke your rules, and you still left him.
Would you trust him around your kids? That's the only question I'm going to ask.
Or in Phil's case, would you trust him around Jasper?
That's an answer I probably want to know less. We don't want to know that.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I'm using his own logic against him. Would you? God damn it, Mary. like this is the thing, and it's like, Phil, this dude has been a major issue for you for years. Yeah, he didn't even defend his wife.
That's right. When
Kat came on stream for the first oh god, ice phrasing. When Kat appeared,
especially with history,
with his wife appearing on stream for the first time in many years, he said, "Yes, this is my wife. No, she's not pregnant." So you're already making a fat joke about your wife the first day she's back. That had nothing to do with the tractors. That was your wife, and you're the one that came out with the joke first.
Well, it's also like, this is Panda Lee. She is not Asian. That is all. Phil, what's wrong with Asian people?
Because, Chicky Chang Wing, Charlie Chickachaw, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, remember that one, Phil? Racist piece of shit.
This is what I'm saying.
Fuck, he did that to his wife. Like, that probably killed her inside in a traumatic way. And I don't mean that jokingly. I mean that in a real talk sense.
Yeah, exactly. He leaked his wife's restraining order. Nobody knew of this fucking thing's existence until Phil said something.
Restraining order, that's right. Fuck
Yeah.
me.
The Side
He really
Scrollers
did it with
interview,
both,
Phil released that at the very end. You know, the detractors find out, did you find out about the restraining order my wife had against her ex because he was beating on her? Well, according to that restraining order, Subaru Man got a text from you telling him to go on the suicide.
Mr. Victim.
Exactly. Now, sure, we could say that might have been Cat, that might have been Cat's friend using that area code to fuck with him. We could throw that theory in the mix.
Wait, Dave did what?
Like I said, it's the theory because it was a not rent. I was going to say Renton, Washington, Connecticut number. It was a Connecticut number telling Subaru Man to take a trip on the suicide. You know, Minecraft yourself now. So that could have been Kat and her friend trying to rile him up. Could have been. Could have been. Yeah, Kat also owned a gun. Exactly. That's the last person needs to own a gun. Yeah, Kat was probably the one. Yeah, Kat probably was the one beating Subaru Man.
It's a no-win situation. That's correct. If you don't ban him, if you ban him, then the detractors will look.
He also blamed her for Yeah, when the tire was stolen, he told her she should have parked at a better spot. If somebody's gonna steal something, they don't give a fuck where it's at. They're gonna steal it.
Jesus Christ! When she leaves him, she is going to unload on him verbally.
Exactly.
She's already looking out the front door, and there is someone for everybody, no matter how disgusting.
Then they will just continue to bring this up with, you know, an accurate line from the point A to point B, and it will always be there, and it will always.
I mean, and that's how we also found out Kat was cheating on Subaru Man the first time, and they got back together, and then she cheated on him again with this guy.
Haunt you, and people will always ask, well, why the fuck doesn't he just ban this guy?
If two people that cheated to be together, they must not be able to trust one another at all.
They can't.
We know what's going to
Because you know it can, you know they're capable of it, and you know what you did to lure them away. And now you start worrying about being that man disillusioner and shit.
Oh yeah, the poison cake. Yeah, they got.
I don't know how old you are, Josh.
They had
but I'm 42
food
years old.
poisoning from the cake.
I've learned in my 42 years on the planet.
The treadmill. Remember, he made her send the treadmill back. The gift that she received.
I know who Derek is. I can't confirm or deny.
Hello, Brandon, who I am. Welcome to the stream. DSP defended and enabled Derish's behavior via ignoring him and his actions. Exactly.
What you guys are saying, because I've literally never.
Brandon is who I am. Brandon is
I know who he is in my chat. I know who he is as
This
part
is
of
flat out
chatting on the
delusional,
community.
though. Like
right there, and that's crazy. It's crazy. The new Phil Dick Sucking Brigade is sitting there calling Phil delusional because the way he's in there saying trying to defend Derish in this.
Don't look into it.
I know who he is in my chat. I know who he is.
I know who he is in my chat, but you know who he is outside of your chat as well because you followed him on Twitter and you stopped following him.
And it's not like I know of him. You know him, Phil.
You know him. Yes.
Yeah.
You literally can't
we got.
Derish.
So guys, you're lucky. You're lucky. Thyre showed up, so you get Thyre Cam. Get Thyre Cam for the rest of the stream. Enjoy the Thyre Cam.
This is flat out delusional, though. Like
flat out delusional, dude. PvP is telling you you're delusional. What you're saying does not make sense. Make it make sense. This is not a good look, Phil. No matter how you try to do this, how you try to spin it, it is not a good look. You should just go ahead and eat the L.
He's too busy trying to spin things. That's the entire problem.
Yeah.
If he spent less time trying to spin things and more time being upfront, honest, and just getting shit done, people wouldn't harass him as much, I think.
They wouldn't.
No, they would.
I mean, they would, but they wouldn't for the Derish thing. If he had just banned Derish outright a long time ago, it would have been a nothing burger.
Yeah, he would have more of a leg to stand on than he does now, which is not much of one, but still.
Yeah. Or lack thereof. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what I was saying. Like I said earlier, Brandon, is this dude defended Cuties before it released when people were telling him what that movie was about. He defended it until after it came out. Then it was like, oh my god, this movie's atrocious. But you were defending it. You were defending this movie. You were dying on that hill. Again, what's up, Casper? Welcome, welcome, man. Good to see you. This dude had his royal regalia on again, the knight's armor, the king's royal armor, with the jewels and the crown and everything, with his sword and shield, defending that movie. And then when he saw what it was, he was like, oh, let me go ahead and back out of that. Yeah, yep.
He did.
You know, that's when you heard the war horse, and it was the time to retreat. It was like, too late, dude. You already stood behind this.
Yep. The drawbridge.
Yep. Oh yeah, that's tank police. That's right, Irie.
Like, if you look at his Twitter account, it's just straight
I
up
thought I
porn,
could
porn,
make
porn, porn, porn.
Okay, I
Like-
believe you. You're telling me this now as a neutral third party, correct? You're neutral.
Yeah.
That is
It's
true.
very foul. Like Phil, this is not like
Isn't it
someone
background
is
audio
kind of
just
like
me?
an incel or weird.
Well, what?
Don't get around it.
What'd you say, Marin?
For a second there, I heard background audio, but could have been me.
It might have been me.
And
Three
or-
playlists
this
with
is like
hundreds of
Fox.
videos of just little girls
Yeah,
doing
this is like
innocuous things. It's really,
actually-
it's
Okay.
genuinely fucking creepy.
Well, if this is what you guys are telling me, then yeah, I'm gonna ban him.
Like, see right there. Oh, well, if this is what you're telling me, then I'm gonna ban him. What do you mean if this is what you're telling? They are telling you this. This is no if. This isn't coming up to you saying, "Hey, Soul, I think Ice might be doing some, activities you might want to look into, some unsavory activities. It might be." No, they're saying is. There is a difference from if to is. Worski's a hype guy. He's the hype man. I've noticed he's always the hype guy for anything.
Okay, but
Worski-
for you, right?
Like, Triple P could be getting ready to shove another flag up his ass, and he'll be, "Let's go, Triple P! Shove that flag right up there! Give us 20 subs and see how far I can shove that flag!"
Cocaine.
Yep. Doped up on coke.
Good feel, cause he pays all my bills.
So I
Cocaine.
deal with that. I know how to deal with this guy. Talks a lot in the chat and whatever, and it's annoying to certain people. And I gotta.
Annoying to certain people. So now you're admitting Derish is annoying to some of your chatters, your viewers. Again,
Slip of the tongue right there. He didn't mean to say that,
I know. It's like you have sat there and defended this guy time and time and time and time again. And you're still trying to defend him, even though you're now slowly raising up the white flag because you realize they are not budging on this. Yeah, admitting he's a nuisance. Exactly.
Hear people talk about what he does in his personal life. But
So
now
he's
when I
admitting
ban
people
him,
have brought
now
him
I-
to his
Wait, wait,
attention.
Hold up.
Back it up.
the devil I knew. You understand?
Yeah.
The devil I knew. All right, shut the fuck up with the devil I knew shit.
So I can
Talking
deal
about
with it.
earlier.
I know how to deal with this guy. Talks a lot in the chat and whatever.
I know how to deal with this guy. No, you don't, because if you knew, you would have got rid of him.
So
Again,
it'd be an issue.
you have defended Derish for more things that lesser chatters have been kicked out for.
Lost careers for.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. He keeps saying the devil he knows, responding that he knows about Derish.
Yes.
So
He used
he,
the wrong terminology. That's what I love about it. Bad metaphor.
yeah, exactly. So it's like you knew all this. So what is your point, Phil?
Exactly. What is the point here?
He tells on himself a little bit every time he does shit like this. It's just part of his weirdness.
Yeah. And that's why I
Deep
said,
down, you know he's
people
wrong.
tell him. Like, that's why you hear me say all the time, Phil, shut the fuck up.
Yep.
But keep on talking. I'll keep feeding the rope.
We got plenty of it.
I can't say the full Uncle Ruckus line, but I got
But
the rope right here.
This rope is extra strength and extended release. Come get some.
Exactly. Like Phil puts his head in there every time, every single time. Yep, Phil self-snitching, exactly.
To certain people, and I gotta hear people talk about what he does in his personal life. But now when I ban him,
How is it they're talking about his personal life, Phil? It's not personal if it's online. It's online.
Yep. That's what I was meaning earlier, Ice, when he says, I'm just a small nobody on YouTube, a blip. Why should anyone care? I'm insignificant, blah, blah. This is what he does to minimize the damage.
Yeah, but he's always well. It's his personal life. It's his personal life. Dude, it's on social media. It's not personal.
No one broke into anything to expose this information. It was out there for the general public.
The consumption of all who want it.
That's why I'm on
There you
social
go.
media. I never even post or take pictures because I just don't like taking pictures or posting.
Yeah, but like this,
anything you put on social media is public. Other people can see it.
I forgot the major thing too. Remember, Derish has gotten people banned from DSP's chat.
Yeah, by saying, hey, and DSP, can you ban this person? He's bullying me. He was
Think about all the super chats where people had stock accounts that said things like Derek is a danger to children, et cetera, et cetera. There were hundreds.
Oh yeah. Yep, you gave away the privacy the moment you spam. Yep, you spammed adult entertainers on Twitter. Exactly. I'm
Before stars have to tell you that you're being extra, you need to look at yourself inside and deep.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I brought up the cuties thing. Just think about that. He's defended cuties. Yeah, he went back on it after, but he still defended it first. Here we go, defending Derish to the bitter end. This is like the last samurai type deal. And he's going back on it. He's retreating, but still defending. I'm sorry, Phil. Your phalanx failed. The phalanx broke. Arrows and spears and pikes and everything else started going through the phalanx.
Yep.
The tower shields are not enough. You got soldiers getting bolts through the arm, arrows through the arm. They're catching a fucking pike through the chest. Like, you're losing men, and now you're trying to retreat while still holding a broken phalanx.
Spoken of both action rifles coming your way.
What's the next person who's now going to get harassed by my detractors? And I don't want this to be like Phil's viewer hunt.
I understand that, but I think regardless of what you do, your viewers are going to get harassed.
I found it infuriating as well.
This happened before. There were whales on the DSP channel who got doxxed, and I think that was one of the other things where I was.
But this miserable bunch of three, they deserve one another. Take my word on it.
I don't remember his name, but
being an IBS dude from way back in the day, they all deserve one another.
Something what you're describing right now is
we don't forget about Florida.
That's not like the exception.
So, and then right here, Phil wanted Josh Moon to sweep for him. He wanted Josh to sweep for him.
And
go ahead, get yours.
Sorry. He deleted the DSP thread for longest, but he had to put it back because of the fucking backlash he got.
Yeah. This is proving if the Kino guys say this person is bad, this person is wrong, we think you should ban him. This gives Kino's crazy amount of power. Yeah, like I said, he got bullied into getting rid of Derish. Derish needed to go, yes. But it's the fact it took 3 men to bully him into getting rid of him. When side-scrollers could not do it. When even Rakeda knew of this guy. I mean, and Rakeda got his own slew of fucking shit going on. But until in the beginning.
That's for another stream.
Yeah, that's another can of worms altogether. Even though he's now, I think he's now trying to do, was it slap suits or some shit like that? He's trying to hide. He's trying to hide it. That's what it is. He's trying to hide all this shit now. But I'll leave that to the lawyers of YouTube. That is another realm altogether. I know nothing of it.
Into that. Yeah, me neither. No, I don't think I want to.
I really don't.
It's the shit show. Unfortunately, I keep up with the whole thing going over with Rakeda right now.
Oh yeah, it's only gonna get worse for him. But
yeah,
this is the thing right here that Phil is still defending, and there is no defense. It's like let it go, dude. Let it go. Fat Dan one never happening.
Bruv.
Bruv. Blood diamonds.
Exception to the rule. That's literally what happens every time a whale shows up to support me. They get doxxed on your forum.
And that's
The reason they get doxxed, Phil, and this is not all of them, but it does happen for a lot of them. A lot of your whales, there she blows. A reason a lot of your whales end up getting doxxed, unfortunately, is because they decide to show up to a detractor stream, try to start some shit, and then they get blasted for it. I'm not saying doxing is right. I'm not for doxing. But
Nope.
You're going to someone else's stream to pick a fight on your behalf. So let's get that shit straight. Your whales, he's calling them whales. Exactly. That's a good catch, Maddie. What's up, Butterlord? Welcome, man. Yeah, Brian told him exactly. The fact is, they go to say, that being said, or duty, or whoever. Insert your favorite detractor there, and they go over there and pick a fight, and they do it more than once. This isn't a one-time deal. They go over there repeatedly picking a fight. They show up on Kiwi Farms, picking a fight. You know Kiwi Farms has no problem fucking doxing a person. And you go over there and pick a fight. What do you think is going to happen? Now, yes, I feel bad for the ones who don't do that, and they do end up getting doxxed. They have nothing to do with that. But you have a lot of fans that try to pick fights with people on your behalf. And that is the end results, unfortunately. But always a shout out to that being said.
Because it's like, they're going to be pieces of shit no matter what. And honestly, like, we're telling you right now, I swear, Phil, we've been as nice as possible. I gotta say, this Derek guy is twisted. Like,
it's just bad news, Phil, and you gotta get rid of this guy.
Like, and here's the scare. Here's the scare coming in.
He or now want to talk.
But here's the scare coming in. This is what solidifies it right here.
Like, you didn't know until today, but now you know, and I'm just telling you, man. If you don't
it gets worse if you don't do anything about it.
It gets way worse if you don't get rid of him, and quite frankly, our audience isn't going to tolerate Derek, and and nor do I. I'm not going to tolerate Derek either. And some people in chat are saying, why haven't you banned Derek from this chat? If Derek hasn't been banned from our chat already, I advise every single mod to ban him, because I honestly, like, it's just this weird, creepy stuff. Like, he's got Lolicon going on his Twitter. He had that YouTube playlist of little girls.
I'm not saying PP is as bad as Derek. But PvP isn't exactly the
PvP looks like somebody's lesbian aunt.
Yeah, but again though, like I'm gonna say this: if you, as far as talking about his normal porn, let's take everything else off. We're gonna leave just the normal porn. PvP, you have no room to talk because you've taken pictures of your genitals and your asshole, actual starfish, and posted that shit on Twitter and showed a flag with your ass and posted that on Twitter. You have no room to talk about someone else's debauchery as far as normal, everyday porn is concerned. You've already jumped into that realm.
About his porn all the time, and it's just a bad look for you to be associated with it, Phil. And I think if you were to cut this cancer off at the legs and just throw him the fuck out, I think you would win a lot of respect and support from people.
Oh my God, Lord.
Here's the thing what you just said.
Yes. Yes, that is what PPP has done. I'm not saying he's wrong for what he's telling Phil. He is right. But he's no saint either.
He's done way worse than that.
Oh, I'm sure PPP has, but I'm just using that as an example.
Yeah.
That this is the person that is telling you this.
I've watched PPP call places that Ethan Ralph used to work. I've watched him call his family. He made up the Ronnie Ralph thing. Ronnie Ralph, Ethan Ralph's dad, didn't exist. It was PPP catfishing him. Insane, no? Yeah, crazy. But I just say I like to say he will do weird, greasy shit.
Yeah.
Any man who sends a picture of his asshole will do weird, greasy shit.
Yeah, he is. And like I said, if it's Normal. That's why I never say anything about someone's normal porn. You want to have normal porn on your Twitter? Go for it. You want to do some debaucherous shit and you want to show your cock and balls and your asshole and a flag up it? Go for it. But you lose the right to call someone else a degen through normal porn. Normal porn. We're not talking about this PDF stuff. We're just talking about normal porn. You lose that right to sit there and shit on someone else for that when you put your actual privates on the internet.
And so if you were to cut the cancer up, but the thing is, he's not me. He's just a dude in my chat.
But
Again, see, he's even. I hit my mic. Sorry. Even going backwards. Retreating with the phalanx. He is still trying to shield Derish with that royal shield.
So I get what you're saying.
Is reality,
the only reason that association ever existed is because my detractors went and stalked the guy to figure out the information.
There's no stalking. It's in the open, Phil. This is public. This is public. Guess what? Anything that is online is public. I don't think. Did you mean to do that?
No, I didn't.
My bad, Michael Kronikowski.
Sorry, Mike. I deleted your post by mistake. I was trying to click on a channel link instead, so my bad. That was there. It's a totally legit comment.
Hold on, fucking up. What's up, Zeta Zero? How you doing? It's crazy that DS people ban people in his chat for the dumbest reasons when it comes to a legitimate reason he refuses. Yeah, you know. Let's talk about that for a second, right? I'm glad you brought that up, Zero. Let's talk about that for a second. Remember, Phil did not call the police for his information being hacked. He didn't call the police or anyone for the Comcast box. Didn't call the police or anyone for that. Like legitimate crimes, Phil didn't call the police on. The only one he called for was the tire. But he didn't call for the serious ones. I mean, the tire is serious, but you get what I mean.
He didn't call about the 150 grand in supposed theft.
Exactly. Like, Phil didn't call the police for really heinous shit that's happened to him.
The cops said we can't do anything, and they just said, have a nice day.
Yeah. And he won't ban Derish. He was defending him for years, going to bat for him. He's even openly defended Derish on his streams. If you go after Derish or any one of my chatters, you're a fucking loser. So again, proving you knew about the antics that were against Derish even then. And this
oh my God.
This is the one thing. And this is the one thing that this is where he should have been pushed. And I get why they didn't. I'm not even going to hold that against them. They didn't push him. But he should have been pushed here. Like, you said he didn't make no content. Now you're saying he did make content. You've changed the number of times he's made content. He was a supporter in the beginning. He's not now, but you just said he was never a supporter. You say he wasn't a mod, but I think Timo told me he was a mod at one point, whether it be here or Twitch. So you have lied 3 different times about Derish while still defending him.
I can confirm that Derish was indeed a mod on Twitch back in 2019.
God damn. Again, see? Yep. And then Phil wonders why people call him a liar. Like,
and some of us have good memories.
And moderator a day or two. Like, this is the thing. Like, again, lie after lie after lie after lie. And Phil wonders why nobody wants to deal with him. Like, dude, you just lie.
Except for, what does he call them? Smear merchants? Blood money
smear
people?
Merchants. Yeah, exactly.
I'm not being sympathetic.
What a fucking hypocrite, man.
I'm sympathetic.
Exactly.
This guy
hey, thank you for the sub, Michael Kronikowski. Greatly appreciate it.
You're almost at 380, by the way.
Oh my God.
Phil might ban you from his
yeah,
chat.
379.
Surpasses a lot of immoral stuff.
Been a
in
good
my
week.
opinion. And also, we have a lot of viewers here. If someone went and found something on one of the viewers,
Oh, hold on. I missed it. What did you say,
This
Phil?
guy never did that in my chat. And then the rules now are going to become, oh, well, now if you ever do anything that's deemed immoral, Phil might ban you from his chat.
The
And
pedophilia-
I
That's
want-
like that's that slippery slope bullshit argument right there,
Yeah, and
man.
then-
Come on.
And I'll give it to Worski. He's like, dude, the pedophilia trumps that. The pedophilia trumps that. If he was just a sex pest, okay, you can have your argument, you can have your defense force.
Yep.
But it's a
I
pedophile.
agree.
This has gone beyond that now. This went above.
sort of like
We would make fun of a
surpasses
sex
lot of
pest
immoral
one
stuff,
time and that'd be the end of it.
in my opinion.
Yeah.
And also, we have a lot of viewers here. If someone went and found something on one of the viewers and it was like they're fucking, pedophile, this, that, the other, we'd surely ban them without even a thought, right? Especially if it came out to be true. And you're like, okay, this guy.
His voice sounds
it's
so
not
funny
like
with the
it's like a
snort Brunel
rumor.
lift.
It's
It
this guy on
does.
the main channel, you click view channel.
Sounds like
He's got it
DSP with a
open, like,
coke
he's like,
problem.
Here it is, guys. And we really think that I know what you're saying, that your detractors will be crazy and psychotic and go after other people, but they'll do that anyway. And I'd respect you a lot if you just got rid of him. And it sort of puts a precedent to I will not let people who believe in this shit in my chat.
I'm just saying the proof is like overwhelming. Like
Yeah.
it's undeniable when you look at it. It's just too overwhelming to deny. So
Okay.
Done. All right.
Just
so,
stay the
I mean,
fuck
I'll be
back.
honest. Here's my final statement on it. It makes me sad for two reasons.
Like right here, and he's still defending. It makes me sad for two reasons. Phil, stop.
I'm talking.
Stop.
For one,
He
it makes me
keeps
sad
trying to mealy mouth
know
it,
that
and every
this
time
guy
he does,
does
he reveals another truth.
Exactly. It's like, Phil, you're signal boosting the wrong information to people. Like, you're really signal boosting the wrong shit.
When you walk backwards, you automatically walk on shit. It's just how it goes.
Stay back. Stay the fuck back.
We will defend ourselves.
all that shit because I heard it for like 2 years
He
now.
fucked up
And
big
I'm
time
just
that
like,
day.
it's just the detractors.
Wait, so right here, he just slipped up. He just slipped up. Oh, I did not catch that the first time.
Shit because
Run
I
it back.
heard it for like 2 years now.
Oh, hold on.
To know that this guy does all that shit because I heard it for like 2 years now.
To know this guy did all this shit for 2 years now. So
You know, like,
2022, you've known about this, or possibly 2021. So either way, you have known this for
For
two
at least 2
plus years. Well, 2 years
At
and
least
some
2
months.
years.
You have known this. Right here, you have just told on yourself that you knew this. And
We
you
can prove you knew
still
at least 2
chose to
years of it.
do nothing about it.
Yep.
Good job, Phil.
Sounds like Phil.
Thank you. Thank you, Phil. You have just outed yourself again. And nobody here, not Worski, not Flagman, not Moon, none of these guys were like, wait a minute, you just said you didn't know about this, and now you've just admitted you've known about this for 2 years.
Anybody would call them out, but since all three panelists are here on that thing with our dick riders, they don't want to say anything.
Yeah. Oh, I am, Casper. I am looking forward to it. I won't be able to get it, but I'm looking forward to it.
Now,
What's that?
and I'm just like,
Gun and
it's
Breakers
just the
4.
detractors, right? They're just
Oh,
they're exaggerating.
I'm going to be playing that tomorrow when it
Philosophy,
launches.
I'm not going to do
Nice.
this. I'm not going to look into it because if I do,
I'm actually looking
I've
forward to
broken my
remaking
own
the one
moral
gun and build I
code.
did in
I'm not
3.
going to look and stalk and harass my own
Nice.
viewers. So that's
So,
why.
going against my own moral code of looking and stalking my own viewers. It's not about stalking your viewers, Phil. It is about that something has been brought up. Your own chatters are bringing it up. Your chatters are telling you they're uncomfortable with Derish. They're sitting there telling you that he should be banned. They have asked you multiple times to ban this guy for the shit he has done that other people have gotten banned for in the past. Like, geez. Works fine on a Steam Deck? Hell yeah.
Why I haven't done it until today.
It's
But
getting
now that you guys have said this to me, I
asking
believe
for Derek
you.
to
I
get
don't
banned
think you
as,
have
like, for
anything to
begging for a
gain
fucking
by
miracle
lying to
day.
me.
Oh,
So
I know.
I will be banning him when he shows up because you know undoubtedly he's going to show up.
Undoubtedly, he will be showing up. Okay.
in my chat
Wonder
this
why
week.
there.
Wait,
Well,
we gotta
Wait until Derek shows up. You just ban him now.
hold on. We just had the prayer hands from Ashton.
Leave you. I don't think you have anything to gain by lying to me.
Do what?
So I will be banning.
I think we had
him
prayer hands
when he
from
shows up, 'cause
Ashton.
You know, undoubtedly he's going to show.
Yes, we did right there. We got the prayer hands from Ashton.
PP prayer hands.
Yes, we got the PP prayer
man.
hands. Hold on.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm gonna
when he
email
shows up, because you know undoubtedly he's
There
going
it
to
is, right there.
show up
1, 2,
in my
3.
chat.
So we got 3 of them.
Undoubtedly
He
he's
did the
going to
Phil thing.
show
1,
up
2, 3.
in my chat this
Good
week,
job.
and I will ban him.
The Holy
on
Trinity
all
of
my
gout.
channels.
Yup. The Gouty
Banned,
brothers in arms.
Banned. Gone forever.
Oh, thank you, Thyre.
Righteous
Whatever.
decision, King.
No,
But
I'm
I'm
sad.
sad.
I know it's
Here's
not.
why I'm sad. All right.
Fuck
To be
off,
honest
dick
with you,
riders.
From what I know of the guy in my chat,
Oh,
he
that's-
actually was like a good person in the chat.
He
and
seemed
that's
nice.
what's sad
He
is
seemed nice. Yeah.
he's a nice guy. He adds nice comments. I mean, he's needy. He always asks, "Hey, talk to me. Why is he not talking to me?"
What?
But he has very nice positive
Wait,
comments.
what? What?
You know.
He
Can
brings
you
Hey,
explain that?
he's
What does that
fans
mean?
on your chat and do
Phil,
nothing
he's
about it.
attention.
Let's
You know what
just
I'm
try
saying?
not
He's
to
one of
talk positive about the pedophile, right, Phil?
No, I'm not. No, I just understand. If you separate that, because that was been my philosophy.
PP sounds like a Valley Girl in his voice up.
Exactly.
An entire van full of candy. It was
This
so
is-
nice.
You
This
can't
is like-
separate
This
shit.
is like you know someone for a while, and you only know, like, so let's say you have a work, you're at work, and someone at work is someone you're friendly with, right? And you're like, wow, they're a really nice guy. Then you find out 2 years later that this guy's a scumbag, like something like this. That's the feeling I have.
Wow. So,
But you guys are absolutely
So
right,
Shinko
I'm gonna get
posted-
rid of him 'cause I trust you.
it's
One of the things that's happened over the last
2022
couple
when
of
this was
years
brought
is that
up.
my detractors have been harassing.
If Phil sat there and
extended family members
said,
that myself and my wife have
like,
absolutely
Derish
no
spamming the same question
interaction
over and
with
over and
whatsoever.
get tiring,
Okay, for
but
the
he's
record,
not breaking
my
any
wife
rules
does not have
and should be
interaction with
left
family
for
members.
me
She
to
has, like,
handle.
there's history there, and there's a reason she doesn't talk to them.
2
She
years.
moved on from having
Yep.
other family. You know what I'm
Thank
saying?
you,
Like, there's a
Thyre.
situation
Thank you,
where
thank
there's
you,
a
thank
situation. I'm
you.
not going to tell you what
Good
it is, but
time.
there's a reason for it, a good reason for it, okay? My detractors went out of their way, and of course, it's public information, to find out that she has a sister. Okay? They
Oh, here we go.
contacted
This is where he
me,
wanted the sweet. This is where he wanted him
told
to
the
sweep
sister
for him.
about where we live, who I am, all of our fucking contact information and shit. They've gone on the sister and goaded her to do streaming. They've thrown the sister money. And if you really want to know how it all started, it was my thread on Kiwi Farms. Because they found all that information
Right there, my thread on Kiwi Farms.
and they posted it up there.
Under
And
before
now
Kiwi
it's been
Farm.
an
Okay, I'm not
ongoing
being rude,
thing.
but is this the woman that a user from the Kiwi Farms had sex with?
I have no idea. I don't know.
There's a thread.
Yeah,
I want to
someone.
say it's
Yeah,
someone
he
related to Cat that
knows.
somebody
He
hunted down and had
knows.
sex with. Yeah, and there's pictures of it on the forum.
So,
I think I
so you
banned that
see what
guy.
I mean? This is the kind of shit that shows up on my forum. It's like, what does this have to do with anything with us? We have no association.
What does this have to do with us? Simple. That is your half sister or sister-in-law, some shit like that. Yeah, sister-in-law.
Sister-in-law.
Yeah, it's your sister-in-law. So that ties her to
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
dumbass.
Yes.
Association with
She's
this
the
person.
diaper
We
girl.
don't talk with this person.
Diaper.
But to our knowledge, this person might
Her
have
and
some
Emo need to
issues,
hook up.
and so we don't want to be associated.
They
with this
do.
person.
That
So
would be
why
an
is
old,
any
young,
of this
and a
existing on
diaper
Kiwi Farms?
situation.
Is that now
Yeah.
on a level that you would think, wow, that's
The
kind
young
of
and the
extreme, should
diaper.
be in the Dark Side Phil forum? What does that even have to do with Dark Side Phil?
Go ahead, Josh.
I mean, I did ban him.
No.
But I can't like unfuck her sister. You know, it's already.
I like that. I can't unfuck your sister, you know.
The timing was just too off.
But as I said before, with this, when this was going down and happening, how did Phil see this going?
Weird.
Like, Josh Moon had to stand in front of Congress about the WikiLeaks during the election. This dude got grilled by like 20 plus motherfuckers. What does a pig roach expect to get out of this? I'm just asking. Like, what did Phil expect out of someone who survived Congress? Kool-Aid girl, I only love. What was it? Her famous line. She sucks his dick.
Jesus.
It's already happened. It's already done and posted on the internet. I can't do anything about that.
Shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So, but
Who's
why is it in my
laughing,
forum?
fat boy?
Well, you
What's
can't
up, San Antonio Spurs fan?
It has nothing to do with me.
I mean, it's why it happened. The
8%.
event happened because she was related to your wife.
But that's not me. That's the
See, right here, this Phil trying that semantics. Well, that's not me. That's not re. Doesn't matter, Phil. She's related to your wife.
Fucking hell.
And your wife is married to you. So anything that happens in the realm of you or your wife is going to end up on your forum. I get it. It sucks. It's hurtful. Oh, wait. No wonder this shit was low. It's low on here. Why did it get so low on here? My bad. But so that's on you, Phil.
It's the Dark Side Phil thread. It's not the Cat Burnell thread, right? Come on, Josh. Just
Shut
fess
up,
up and be
Phil.
like,
It's
yeah, that's
you
extreme.
and
That definitely
everything in
shouldn't
your
have been on.
world thread.
Like right here, he's trying to get a win out of Josh Moon. Like, come on, fess up, fess up. You know, it's not a Cat Burnell thread. You know, this fess up, they shouldn't be there. No, it's part of your thread, jackass.
I mean, that guy should not have done that.
Shoot your
but
wife,
the
what you
fact that it
expected?
happened and that he recorded it and posted it on the internet, it doesn't matter if it's on the forum or not. Like, that happened.
Okay, it could be on the internet. Does it belong on the Dark Side Phil?
It can be on the internet, but does it belong on the Dark Side Phil forum? Phil, that doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't.
Again, like, this is where somebody just needs to look at Phil like, yo, Phil, shut the fuck up. Like, do you know how stupid you sound right now? This woman is part of your family, whether you like it or not. So yes, it's going to be under your forum. Plain and simple.
Isn't he also on Encyclopedia Dramatica, like an old entry?
I think so.
Okay, I need to
Forum,
go back
should it
and
still
test
be there
that
right
out
now?
sometime.
Hey, Delunith, how you doing? Welcome to the stream.
That is probably the most accurate position to put it, and you can't put a genie back in the bottle. You just can't. That's not how it works.
You're allowing systematic harassment is what you're doing with your forum.
I'm not.
But Jenna wasn't harassed. Jenna was offered some money and some drugs. She fucked the guy. He probably got some STD. And it was filmed.
Oh, man.
Like, it was filmed. She didn't say no to the filming. I mean, hell, she turned around and did a fucking porn video. It was terrible, but she did one. So, Phil, how was that harassment?
Allowing anything. But if it's
Officer
a
Jenna.
high-profile person, there's nothing I can do about
Oh,
it.
Officer
it's out
Sanders,
there.
excuse me. Officer
Well,
Sanders.
first of all, that statement's false. There is something you could do about it. You could remove it from your forum right now, and then people would have to seek it out elsewhere. Again, it's the notoriety of Kiwi farms that
But
people know
we
they can
discussed this.
find that stuff.
There would, if I started censoring things, people would go to an alternative site. I don't
This is
censor things, so they
fucking
stay on the forum where there's a
stupid, Dave.
moderating spirit to it.
Why do you keep maintaining this site if it's causing
Hold
you
on.
so much pain
Can
and
you pause that
problems?
for a quick second?
Yeah.
No, you literally deleted the XP thread because you were fucking butthurt. What are you talking about, you goddamn regard?
Yeah, he did. He got rid of it and then brought it back because he caught.
Lock the thread.
Yeah, he caught so much fucking backlash for that shit that he brought it back and then brought it back under, I think it was a viewing only, and then he had to walk that back.
Damn, I didn't know about that part.
Yeah, he put the DSP thread to read only for a while, and he was still getting backlash because people were like, but I can still post under Christian, I can still post under whoever else is on there, I can still post under all these people but DSP. Why? And it caused an uproar. So we had no choice but to open it back up, but more heavily modified.
Yeah.
Because
Makes
I love
sense.
it. It's the best site on the
Even
internet.
then, that didn't do shit.
No, but I mean, the damage has already been done, but it's the fact that
Yeah.
he backed down, so people were like, all right, we're gonna stay here, but we're gonna remember this.
No, but the fact is, like he was saying that he wouldn't delete a thread on the moderation. Like, no, that's a fucking excuse. Because you deleted a thread before just because you didn't like it.
Yeah, he said it wasn't funny, so he didn't want to keep it there. Doesn't matter if it's funny or not. Your site allows a lot of shit on there. So honestly, he realized he couldn't sweep for Phil once. He's not going to chance it again.
Honestly, I still think that.
Here's the thing: we're never going to come to any kind of agreement
excommunicate
because
family.
it sounds to me
Yeah.
like Josh and I come from different places of morality.
It doesn't matter about morality, Phil. This is, again, Phil, You tried this shit with YouTube, you tried this shit with Twitch, and now you're trying it with Josh Moon. Shut the fuck up about morality. Nobody gives a fuck about you and your morality. Because your morality changes depending on how much fucking money you get. You've already openly threw your wife under the bus for a lot of shit. For cheap laughs and to shield yourself from being an inept piece of shit husband. Like, you're already a piece of shit because you had your family fly in to repair parts of your house and then didn't even let them stay in the condo. They had to stay at a motel. They couldn't even stay in their son's home. Really, Phil? Really?
That is fucking messed up, man. After all the years that he stayed in,
Phil's wife is the boss. Yeah, like
that he stayed in his parents' house.
You do have to be.
Yeah, and I'm saying he's in a, oh, morality. Okay, well, how about again? Let's go back to Yakuza Infinite Wealth, Dondoko Island, wife's first appearance. No, she's not pregnant. That you
Project
making a
7.
joke about your wife's weight. You made that joke before any detractor had a chance to open their mouth after the screaming came out. They couldn't even say anything, and you already made the fat joke about your wife. Your wife broke 2 vacuum cleaners. Your wife broke the shower. Your wife broke the dishwasher. Your wife clogged up the fucking food disposal unit. Your wife should have parked in a better spot so her tire wouldn't get stolen. You have thrown this bitch under the bus more times than I care to count.
Don't
And you
forget,
got the
she broke
nerve.
the treadmill.
Yeah, they broke the fucking treadmill just so you could get the money for whatever. Probably DoorDash or WWE champions. I don't fucking care.
Oh my gosh.
But you have sat here and thrown this bitch under the bus so many times and used her as a shield on side scrollers talking about that restraining order that nobody knew existed. Congratulations. You gave everyone the information and then Meth Bear found it. And then him and Taking L's went over it on the stream.
Yep.
Like, Phil, you have no room, 0 room to talk about morality to anyone. And as I stated before, for everyone that's new, everyone remembers Project 7. You only paid John, you didn't pay Howard and respect the pack. And then you stole $600 from John and Howard for the $900 of them damn shirts. It was split 3 ways. You didn't pay the men the $300 each. And now you're doing the same goddamn thing. Oh, well, my editing team. And fuck it. Let's throw in Arkham Edits, a 15-year-old. I think he's 17 now. Throw him in the mix. You had them making content for you, doing content for you. And again, you aren't paying them and you weren't paying them. So you're doing the same shit you did in Project 7 right now, and you wonder why people like myself are fucking calling you out about that shit, because you're repeating Project 7. It's the same exact fucking repeat. So do not come to anyone's stream talking about a moral fucking code, compass, issue, whatever, because it is clear that your morality is out that goddamn window when it comes to doing the right goddamn thing. You don't do the right thing. If it affects you making money, fuck them.
Yep.
That is how you are. That is how you act. And then when you get pushed on the bullshit you've done, you want to sit there and run and hide and say, I'm being attacked.
Cry baby.
But Phil, you do all this shit to people all the fucking time. Again, what did PewDiePie do to you? What did Dr. Disrespect do to you? What did Pro Jared do to you? I mean, what did the Bluebeard dude on Twitch do to you? What did Evil AJ do to you? What did Tevin do to you?
Jared.
Yeah, like, what did all these people do to you that they had such ire, that they got the ire of you? And they did nothing to you. Dr. Disrespect don't know who the fuck you are. Pokimane didn't know who the fuck you are. But goddamn, if you weren't screaming from the hilltops that Dr. Disrespect and Pokimane should be de-partnered and de-platformed off of Twitch immediately.
I don't forget when the State of the K2 was coming out and the streamers got early access to it. They was a pissy mood saying that what's it exactly that they should sell us for that? I don't remember the footage on that because I came about it too. You know what I mean?
But it's just the fact that this dude has said this shit about people for multiple years, and still does it today. Like right now, all detractors should not be allowed on the platform. All detractors need to be Thanos snapped out of existence. People that have tried, the one dude that tried to help you buy a car and you shit all over him.
Oh yeah.
I don't even know his name. It doesn't really matter. It's just another name on the docket of people that you have sat here and fucking tried to get in a battle with, all because they did one thing or said one thing or have reached a hand out to help you. And then all of a sudden, woe is me, guys. Nobody wants to do business with DSP. No shit, they don't. I wouldn't want to do business with you.
This isn't a legal issue. It's not. I know.
Yeah, I
for a fact
don't
that
think
most
I
of the
want to
stuff
do
that's been put
business
on the
with
forum
them
about me
either.
is legal. There is some stuff that has been illegal. All right, let's be clear here. There actually has been
No one
information that
would.
people broke laws to get, and that should never have been put on it.
Wait. Broke laws again, but I thought the bank leaks weren't yours. So what's going on? You're saying the bank leaks are real then? Because that's the only thing we know that was a law broken that ended up on Kiwi Farms. I mean, I'm sure there's other stuff I don't know about, but that's the one major thing I know about. So are you admitting that the bank leaks are true and that they're yours? Again, Phil not shutting the fuck up because he wants to get that leg up on somebody. He shouldn't be. He should be streaming today. Yeah, he is streaming today. That Star Wars game.
That was boring as hell.
Oh God. Oh, thank you, San Antonio Spurs. I wanted to try my hand at making a thumbnail. It's a crudely put together piece of shit thumbnail, but I'm happy with it.
There, okay? But as for the legality of most of it, legally, I don't know how much they could really ever come after you, Josh. And
Comcast is the one
that's
that
not
was,
really
that was
what my
fake.
issue
It
is.
could have
My
caused
issue
a
is
real
morality.
problem. People
That
from Comcast saw it.
I don't know.
And that's the other thing too. It couldn't have been somebody from Comcast for the simple fact there would have been a ticket there. There would have been a ticket there. There'd have been a log of that. You can't change logs unless you have that type of administrative power to do that. And even then, you can't change a timestamp.
Yeah, there's no way of getting around that. It's going to show that you went back and changed the log as well.
Exactly. That's why I was like, that's not that there was no one from Comcast. I think someone hacked his internet and changed the names. That's about it. Star Wars game is the PS2 graphics.
The Pandoli was hotter, SSID.
Yeah. Panda Ree.
If these guys will agree with
To
me,
make it even worse, I use this. Which dumbass would want to from Comcast would want to put the job online just for Dave?
Yeah, I wouldn't. Shit, having a Comcast job is a cushy job.
I ain't gonna lose the career over this bullshit. Fuck that.
And then look, he's sitting there trying to co-sign Andy and fucking Flagman.
but I can tell you from my own morality that I don't know if these guys will agree with me, but I can tell you from my own personal perspective.
Okay, never mind.
That site, your website, Kiwi Farms, I am telling you here 100% has hurt me and my family. 100%. It's hurt my...
right here. Again, we're trying to guilt trip shit.
Things about me.
Yeah, we're trying to guilt trip. He wants Joshua Moon to sweep for him. This is what I was saying. He was trying to get him to sweep for him. As I stated when all this was going down, if this man didn't budge for our nation's leaders, why the fuck would he budge for DSP?
My business as well. This is not me trying to, get any sympathy from you, Josh.
This is exactly what you're trying to do, Phil. If you're saying you've hurt my business, you've hurt my... Nobody's hurt your fucking family. Kiwi Farms itself has not hurt your fucking family, Phil. Like, I don't see people writing on their Minecraft yourself, you fat bitch. I don't see nobody doing no shit like that. There's probably one or two, but I don't see it. Like, nobody's going over there having whole threads of gay ops are going to run on you. They're not going to bust in your house and run a train on you and your wife and run out the back door. God, that was a horrible thought. Why did I even put that image in my head? But anyway.
I don't know what
I'm telling you, your website has outright definitively hurt myself, my family,
Yeah, what
and my
business? Exactly. He claims this isn't a business. So what business?
Oh my God.
Get anchored to this game just because you've already spent I've already spent $1,000 on it. I guess I might as well keep going.
Just keep going because you got to get something, get that dopamine hit. You need it because you already spent so much. It's messed up. It really is. It's I can't believe
being a
that it's
girl.
kind of allowed to be like that, but that's the world we live in.
So was that down from the Rafters account yours?
No, it's not.
No?
It's really not mine. I do have another account and I do spend money on it, but that is not my account.
So, okay, I have another account and I do spend money on it. Okay, so down from the Rafters, you say isn't yours. We've seen all the PayPals and the Apple iTunes and all that shit. We've seen all that. And down from the Rafters, everything matches up. And James the Lesser Express Lane actually called the number tied to the Line app, and it was your voicemail. But that's not you? Okay. Okay, sure, Phil. I believe it. Sell me a bridge on a volcano.
And they have been who this guy is, because people have asked me over
if
the years.
it is you, you're the best in the world. Like
I know.
Why do they think it's you?
You
Why
are
do
the
they
greatest WWE Champions player to have ever lived.
May I ask, why do they think it's him?
The origin story. This is
Yeah, allow business there, exactly.
all I know is the origin story, because they have so many crazy conspiracies after that. I'm sure they have other. The origin story was originally the account was actually called They Call Me DSP.
And there is very
Ample
hard
evidence.
proof of that. There's hard evidence of that. That account did exist and it did change, but the picture was the same.
Which happened to be my Twitter
Down
handle.
from the Rafters.
All right, I don't go by that
Yep.
anywhere else. It's just my Twitter account was called They Call Me DSP, and apparently that account existed for like a couple of years, and then my detractors found it, and they're like, "We got him, now," right? Because
I remember this because the point of contention was that you can't change your name on that game, so it had to be changed manually by support, and they figured that after it had been found, you would ask that, and they changed it on their end. But it even had like weird artifacts in the game where it didn't change everywhere, so it was a very suspicious looking name change. I actually remember this for some reason.
At least being a player of the game, I can confirm you cannot change your name in the game. Like, I don't know how that's possible. I've tried, because think of it, if I could change my name in the game, why not? Then, kind of double protection, right? You cannot change. I did ask support, will you change my name? And they said to me, oh no, that's not a feature available, sorry about that. So it sounds to me like whoever this person really is, because they were such a big spender, they maybe did a favor to them.
That was you, Phil. Everyone knows it's you. Just admit it's you. It's cool, man. It's Chiggy. It's to the source.
To protect, it's our whale, we don't want to lose the whale, so that's why they changed
What
the
a
name.
fucking
But I couldn't
dishonest
even do
piece
that
of
myself.
crap.
So yeah, I think you're right. I think you might have
Exactly,
been behind the
Kumi.
scenes
The
doing
number is
thing.
linked
But why
too.
would this guy that set up this like troll account and put so much into it want to change his name?
I don't know, because here's the thing. That's actually what I was going to say. There's all these theories about who the guy really is. I honestly, at this point, I can't figure it out, and I don't care. Like, I don't know if it actually is a troll. It might be a guy who literally just has the worst fucking luck.
Go for it.
Say, why would someone spend a shit ton of money on WWE Champions just to pretend it's you? Give me an answer, Dave. Why,
Yeah, that makes
why
no
would you
sense.
think someone wastes? Why would someone waste so much money on an account and they name it call me DSP? Why? No one has that kind of money to be wasting on WWE Champions Day, but you.
Exactly. And why would they use your
you know,
name?
If it was their account, they would use another fucking account name. It ain't complicated, Dave.
Exactly. Like, if it's you, just say it's you and move on. Nope. It's like, whatever. People will just call you a liar and that'll be the end of it. Just, you have 100 videos. Like, I know it was DSP all along, but then that would be it. It'd be done. Dworsky sounds like he huffs menthols all day. Oh yeah, I mean, any cell phone game has plenty of whales. Like, even the cell phone game I play has its whales.
In the world to
Same
have
thing
the
for the
same
game
name
I
as my
play.
Twitter account.
What would be the big deal is if you just lied and said you were down from the rafters.
It's so dumb. It's just like
lie and say you are, and then everybody can move on.
Yeah, then they're gonna want to see it, and I can't show you.
No, you can't. Don't worry about
show
showing
anyone
them
anything.
Never show them it.
No,
King.
show anyone any of your
Never
personal
show them
shit.
shit.
No, never.
But you listen. At this point, just lie. Proclaim yourself the greatest WWE Champions player that ever lived. There's no harm in it.
Yeah,
No,
that's because he knows the big things are
Because
true.
people are gonna know it's a lie because we're talking about it now. So
But just
We'll
lie.
call him Fatty.
Just say it's you.
Yeah.
You played it. Who gives a
Munchkin
fuck?
voice.
Well, why would I lie and say
I'll
that?
tell
it's
you
me?
this because then we can all just move on. If you just say it's you, just lie. This is much like Hulk Hogan. He never lies, but he lies, and it's
That's
just
right.
the same thing
That's
with
right, brother.
That's right, brother, dude.
Oh,
He
God.
slammed the
If you know
900-pound
wrestling, you know
giant in
wrestling.
front of 100,000
Yep.
Hulkamaniacs at Silver City Field in
The
Detroit,
lies of
Michigan,
Hulk
brother.
Hogan.
Listen, he tore every muscle.
Well, the
out of
moment
his
he
back
doesn't
and
have
did
to,
it.
he's not being
At the end of the day,
talked and showing
there's
any
not
evidence.
one person
He's
who
A-okay
will
with
stop
everything.
donating to you
No
because you
shit.
were down from the rafters.
No, I mean,
There's not
I know that.
one person who's gonna stop watching because you're down from the rafters.
They'll donate
So
more.
just-
Yeah,
They'll
don't
donate
call
more.
back.
Preface it with, this is a lie, and just say
I think they'll come
It's
back.
easier to
but
believe
I
some
down
don't
from
random
the
guy
rafters
created the
account.
account,
Yes,
controlled the
it is
SP
me.
after spending hundreds of thousands of
am
dollars.
down
Change
from
his
the
name, but then
rafters.
keep
I
spending
made
the
it.
exact same amount.
Go,
Exactly.
brother!
Yes.
Go, brother! Yeah!
The weight has been lifted off his shoulders.
Hogan was a little too
Let
gay
me tell
towards
you,
his
there's
ex-wife.
going to be a
Ooh.
lot of WWE Champions polls tonight. I cannot wait to spend all of this money. There's still
Did
this
all
back
this
here.
money. Okay, so that is that video. I really didn't have another video because that was the one thing I wanted to cover. But your guys' thoughts and opinions.
It just all just really proves everything that people have been saying about Derish and Phil's relationship is really what it is. Like, because I heard rumors that Derish has something on Phil, or something about Phil got money from Derish's that he shouldn't have gotten through, like, Derish's mother's credit card or something like that.
That
But
was
it's like-
actually proven to be true, though.
No, I'm just saying, like, that's what I heard. I'm just saying,
Oh, okay,
I don't have any
gotcha.
proof on it.
What's up?
I've never
What's up,
seen the
Hard Eight
proof, so
Gaming?
I can't.
Welcome to the stream.
So I can't say whether it's true or not, me
Yeah.
personally. But
I lost your soul.
That was enough to get anybody. That was enough to get most people's careers derailed completely, and they called him on it, and he slid it out. He did the same thing here with the Derish situation. He slid it, but he was given that chance by the hosts, and I think that's what sucks.
Yeah.
the all it means is that I don't have. I've never seen the evidence or anything like that, so I can't say yes, it's 100% true. That's all I mean. But
Oh no, I haven't gone over the decompression stream. I didn't. He did a decompression stream.
and it's
Really? Nice.
I'm talking
but
about
just
Phil.
from how
I
he
didn't know
acts
did
with
one.
Derish, it's just
Yeah.
really, really terrible.
We did the compression right after that happens. I don't know if it's watching right, Drake, and yeah, he did that.
Oh, I see it. I think it's okay. Wait, no, that's a Street Fighter game. I don't know. Was it? Was he playing?
No, he plays it for a night, but he was doing like an hour or so, I think.
Let me see. Let me see if I can find the decompression. Let me see if I can find that.
Well, yeah, in the long run, it all just really proves that. I mean,
channel, but I want to give him the view.
regardless of anything Derish would have on Phil, at this point, it should be thrown out the window. In fact, 2 years ago, it should have been thrown out the window.
Yeah. Like my.
True, but it's
question.
Oh man, what's up, Fandel? I didn't see you
True,
sneak
so-
in here, man. How you doing?
We'll do it while
true,
wait,
so,
bro.
but it's
Let's see here.
That's
That's
a
good.
good question.
I just got an email. Duty's membership will be pausing. Most likely, it was indeed hit with
Ooh, that's
DMCA. So if
Yikes.
if it was, that means Keemstar moved forward on his threat.
Oh no, that sucks then.
Yep.
You know what? It
How
is
long is
maybe
this
a
fake
trick
DSP
move for me, but
redemption arc?
I'm happy that dude got DMCA. Fuck duty.
I think the redemption arc it's gonna last a couple more months before it's finally gone.
I give it till early next year at the most.
Think so?
End of this year at the max, probably like October.
Could be.
Start missing these engagements, and all of a sudden they'll be like, "Oh yeah, we put it on pause until further notice." and then you know that the the dumb duo are going to release all the details.
You don't think anyone clipped the decompression? All right, I'll just wait till someone does. I'll wait till
Good,
somebody does
Sam.
clip it, but
Nice.
I mean, if that's the case, I mean that's it's fucked up. But then again, as I stated before, Keemstar still has a thing against Duty, especially because of Lolcow Live. That's just my theory on it, because he's been kind of after him since then. What's up?
I'm gonna speak myself here. Just myself. I'm fucking glad Duty got the MCA. Fuck him.
Damn. I know people have
Fuck
mixed
him.
feelings.
I don't care.
No, I just know people have mixed feelings. I don't like to see people get DMCA'd at all, because it's just...
I don't either. I don't want to see people get hit with that shit
The
either.
reason I say that is because that can easily, even though I don't even have monetization, but that can easily bounce back on me.
Look, if it's for the right reason, if it's for the right reason, I say, okay, it had to happen because this is legally wrong. But if it's just someone just trying to take someone's channel down, then
not cool.
I don't care who it is. It's not cool. Even if I don't like the person, you have to make a stand for what's actually right, or it's going to be blown out of proportion for everyone.
Yeah, because that's what I mean. Like, people need to realize. Let's just say, and this is completely hypothesis. Complete hypothesis. So let's say this is Keem versus Duty. If this happens, and let's just say this goes through. So now I'm looking beyond the detractor community. If this goes through, any commentary channel can be hit. Any one of them.
Point.
So that goes beyond detractors, and anybody's on the table to get smashed. Somebody, I don't like that he clipped X amount of minutes or said something he didn't like.
Any local content creator, for that matter.
Yeah, any, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm talking even beyond that. I'm talking, this goes even to regular commentary channels, like that Umbrella guy, what's his name, Yellow Flash. This goes to any of those. That goes to any of them. Like, that goes for anybody that does this. I'm just naming ones I know, Falcon. I'm just naming ones I know off the top. So that's why I'm always careful. And like Soul, if it's something illegal, I got it. You know, I'm like, yeah, you gotta get it out of there. But it's the fact that people are using this as a weapon to go against people they don't like.
A weak tactic, you know?
Yeah.
Really is.
I don't think it's the case. The majority of Duty's content is completely unedited, uncommented, nothing other than the overlay. The SP reacts. Yeah, the SP reacts would definitely be on the chopping block, because he doesn't do anything. He sits there and he goat laughs every now and then. That's not content. What's up, Native Mamba? Welcome to the stream, man. Hey, Bulan, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Like, and so this even can go against Phil, even though Phil's wanting to dance up and down for joy. Thank you, Dunce. Welcome, man. Like, even though he's dancing up and down for joy to go against Duty, that could easily bounce back on his DSP reacts.
Yep.
Because he does long periods where he says nothing. Like, there's been times a whole video plays and he doesn't say anything. It's like, oh.
I'm gonna disagree with you just for a quick minute there. Like, for the whole thing with Duty is Duty literally posted 35 to 45 minutes of local live, right?
Yeah.
No edit, no nothing. So there he didn't comment. He didn't do nothing. So he deserves that. He can say he cannot say he calls it that thing. He can't say it is from fair use because that shit ain't fair use because he ain't doing nothing.
And in that
If he
case,
had-
we would agree with you. We're just saying that we're not talking about this case in particular. We're talking about if it's just being used as a weapon, it's a terrible thing. If that's what they're going after, then that's honestly
That's a
right.
case between them two. Like,
Right, that is the case for law.
you know, because if that's the case, then the clip we just watched, 26 minutes of Snort Bernal, would be on the chopping block. It just has text, but the video is unbothered. I mean, yeah, there's some editing here and there, but you can say, look, here's this long periods of nothing. There's no words, no commentary being done. Maybe a few little
Especially
words
with-
here and there on the screen. So
Especially
that's
with
on
person like
that's
Keem
on the
with-
chopping block.
Keem's got YouTube bigwigs on speed dial, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah, and so that's what I'm saying. Like when we say things like that, when I say we, I'm saying we as a whole, as people say things like that. Remember that this goes beyond people you may or may not like. This now affects everybody. That's why we already had the H3H3 case. That's why we had those the Asian couple about React channels that had to go to court to defend themselves from just reacting to content.
On one hand, it's about it's a legal battle is going to have to happen one way or the other. The other thing is that if the wrong people are ones hashing this out, it could go badly for everyone.
Yeah, so all right, so now let's just look at the DSP community. So let's just use us. So let's say the DMCA for duty, let's just say that worst case scenario, it goes to court. And let's say court sides with Keemstar. We're assuming we don't know who it is, blah, blah, blah. Could be Superhound for all we know. But let's just assume it's Keemstar. So if it's Keemstar and Duty and they go to court and then Duty loses his case, what do you think Keem is going to do? Because Keem being Keem, he's going to go to DSP. He's going to say, hey, I won my case. You can take down all these Clipper channels because there's no context that they're adding. So now, Memology, Snort Bernal, name whoever, the dead Aqua Teal channel, anybody that does that is now on the block for DSP to take that executioner axe and just start beheading motherfuckers left and right, and there won't be a goddamn thing anybody can do about it. And then when that happens, guess who else is going to do it? Guess who else is going to do it? Wings of Redemption. He's going to go after his Clippers because guess what? Keemstar won, so he's going to turn around and do the same thing. And then Boogie's going to do the same thing. And now, once that starts making the rounds, now you're going to have corporations doing the same thing, which they're already doing. And people are already fighting them. But now it's going to be like, hey, well, they won their case. So now we can do this.
Absolutely. That's what's going on.
And we are now creating a snowball of people that are going to be affected by this.
A radical shift in fair use.
Yeah. So that's why I'm saying, like, we have to think beyond a person I don't like or whatever. That's why I always say when certain channels get taken down by Super Puppy or Phil actually strikes somebody, restreamers are always on the chopping block. So then,
and at any time,
yeah. So like, Raw Phil's already been struck. He came back, but he can get struck again. And then I can get struck, and then Broside, Aviga, and the list just goes on and on and on. Like you said, domino effect. Yeah, it just starts going, and then now you have people able to silence the people they don't like.
They make a precedent.
Yeah.
Yeah. However, we're not saying that the 45 minutes isn't actually
yeah, I'm using it as using it as an example. Don't misunderstand me.
We're talking about the wide scope of everything. Like,
yeah,
if the judge rules that the video was not protected by that, then that's fine. But to find the entire channel would be something different.
Yeah.
And because the case would have to be taken to court, it would have to be ruled on by a judge. And because the way things can go, the ruling from the judge can affect a lot of things going forward. So it wouldn't even have to be just Duty's case. It could be anybody.
Yeah, that's why I just started throwing names out. Like, these are people that can be affected if something like this says wins. And then that becomes a ruling, and now everybody's going to start using that ruling to start taking down channels.
Unfortunately, Ramen, just editing itself does not qualify for it because it might not be wholly protected, because you do have to, I forget what the terminology for it. You have to make it your own creation. Editing it alone might not be enough. Like, that's one of those things that it's kind of on the edge about it. But if he's adding notes, like a specific, not like messages and talking over it, then it should qualify. As far as I know, I'm not a lawyer, so don't take my word for it. Because
yeah, like, I'd have to actually read it and try to understand it, but suffice
it has to be transformative is what the word that's usually tossed around.
Mm-hmm. I mean, hell, look at the battle now. Like, we're supposed to be allowed to use 10 seconds, 10 to 15 seconds of a song. That's supposedly what the courts said is fine. But people still get struck. And they get claimed, not struck. They get claimed. Excuse me. Let me rephrase that. They get claimed, and they still have to go to battle with that. Despite the court saying, hey, this is fine. Like, we said 10 to 15 seconds is okay to use.
I mean, I got a warning on my channel for when I was using a GIF for my friend's review channel.
Oh, I had what was it? When I went over Secret Limited's video about WWE champions, that video was blocked worldwide. And all of them was watching a video and reacting to it. And that whole stream got blocked worldwide. And then I had to turn around and actually take that portion out. And like, I argued with YouTube, like, no, this is fair use. I'm watching a video. I'm giving commentary over this. Like, it is being paused and this and that. And YouTube rejected me.
Yes, I know, Zero, that transform is one of the pillars of fair use. But that's the one, like I said, is the most thrown around, as far as I know. And like I said, I'm not a lawyer. I'm pretty sure ICE isn't a lawyer.
I'm using the 15 seconds. Mind you, I'm getting this from a third party, so keep that in mind.
No, I'm just saying, like, if anybody's trying to take our advice seriously,
like,
we wholly admit that none of us are lawyers.
Yeah, I don't know fully. Like,
I'm not trying to give any sort of advice here. It's not
right.
Yeah, like,
just trying to cover everyone's ass. Ice.
the video, like, the music I play in here, all my streams just about get claimed. They all get copyright claimed because of the music, which I don't care. It's what the fuck ever. What the fuck ever. But like, when you watch some of these bigger YouTubers, Angry Joe and whatnot, and they only play like 10 to 15 seconds, and the very next day you're hearing, hey, we had to delay the video because for some odd reason, even though I'm allowed to play this many seconds of a song, it still got claimed.
Playing system on YouTube is so fucking broken.
Yeah, and so when you're hearing that from bigger YouTubers, that kind of gives you a baseline idea of what it is. I mean, the problem with it is, let's say Duty is within the law. Let's just say he's within the law. But Keemstar doesn't like it, which he's voiced his opinion on that very loudly. He doesn't like it. So let's say he takes Duty to task. I say the word task, but he takes him to task, strikes down the video, blah, 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 blah. They go to court. This is now becoming a bigger legal issue, and now it's up to whose lawyer can make the better argument to the judge. And if Keemstar's lawyer makes a better argument and Duty loses, then it doesn't matter what the initial ruling was. It's still a loss. And it can still go the other way too. It could be Duty's lawyer makes the better argument and Keemstar loses. I mean, you really don't know. Like, it's a legal thing I usually don't want to get involved in.
Okay, well, let me just ask this then, just to Carver, just throwing it out there then, because he's the one that keeps throwing this in there. I got a question for him. Let's just say that Duty is in the wrong for that video entirely. I'm not going to say yes, he is or he isn't. Now,
entirely, not even a question.
That's neither here nor there for the moment. That's not the point I'm arguing. So for his other work that is transformative and falls under everything that for it, what happens to those videos then? Because if the entire channel goes in the argument, that's the whole thing being swept up along with it. That's what the whole court system has to be there for. Because even if the videos, like you said, the one video is the 45 minutes of just DSP. Okay, fine, that's not under protection. That's fine. I can agree to that. But the other videos of him talking over Phil and making points, those should be covered. So it's a half and half issue. And if the court finds everything under Duty to be either fair game to be struck down, that raises even further concerns. That's where my concern lies. Because Duty has videos both ways. Whether you like him or not, that's not the issue.
I mean, hell, you want to, we can take it a step further. Look at a couple of years ago, and I brought it up a couple of days ago. Let's bring up Nintendo. Nintendo was striking down people. If you weren't Nintendo approved to play their games, you got struck down. They finally lightened up on that. Mind you, you didn't pay for the game. You've paid the $30, the $40, the $50, whatever it costs for that game, and you play it online, and it gets struck down.
Take all your royalties.
I'm not talking about just YouTube, Carver. I'm talking about going through the full courts. Because if the courts make a ruling, that affects a lot more than just Duty and being on YouTube.
Yeah, that can now affect a lot of other people on YouTube. That goes beyond two people having a slap fight. You know, that's how we get a lot of these rulings to begin with, is two people have a problem and they end up going to court. And then once that ruling is thrown down, people hold on to that, but you can still have other things thrown in, and even though you're still within the ruling, you can still lose. Now, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It just, that domino effect, it just snowballs downhill. That's why I say, whether you like someone or not, I have to look beyond that, because guess what? I'm on this platform as many others. Oh yeah, of course they wrote those laws, but I'm just saying, like, I'm affected by that too. Like, what if DSP gets the wild hair to start striking everybody? And if YouTube just grants it, that's a lot of fights. A whole hell of a lot of fights. But if he's able to make a good argument, then a lot of these channels will be in trouble, mine included. Yeah, I mean, it's like, look at Twitter. There's times you can't say anything about Elon Musk without getting your post deleted, or your channel banned. I mean, getting your account banned just because you spoke out against Elon Musk.
Don't trust the corporate platform. They're not your friends.
Yeah, they're not. They're here for the bottom line at the end of the day.
Yep.
But there's spots you can go to and yeah, that's true. again, I would say I'm sure there's case laws that's already been happened, and I just need to find. I think Ramen actually posted one in chat, in the Discord, and I'm gonna have to look at it and actually read over it and try to make heads or tails of what I'm reading, because I'm no lawyer, so it's gonna have a lot of mumbo jumbo in there I don't understand.
Well, you're hanging out with the geek. I'll be glad to assist.
I'll definitely need it. But I'm sorry, didn't mean for it to get that kind of crazy at the end there. Sorry guys. Usually try to end on happy notes, but I do need to get off here. I need to make some calls and do some other stuff.
Good stream, homie.
Oh yeah, exactly, Timo. Exactly on that last one. Now I ate already. I ate before I started streaming, so I'm good there. But thank you, everyone. Let me see if there's anyone streaming. I think. Let me see who we got.
All right, well, good night, guys.
See you all. Take care. Well, we got Bro Side. If anybody wants to go to him, so I'll put the link in the chat for anybody that wants to go. That's the only one I see at the moment. He's going over the exact same thing I went over.
You absolutely can.
So you get another perspective on it if you choose to.
Is it believable?
Is it not? That Zero just posted.
I recommend starting with Twins versus Universe. Thank you. I will definitely. I'll definitely do that. Zero. Thank you. Yes, I need my boyfriends. Thank you, everybody. I'll see y'all later. Take care, all.
Well, we'll let Josh respond to that, and then we'll move on from the side scrollers thing, because I think at this point it's neither here
How
nor
long
there.
do you think the King streak is going to go?
Anything to that, Josh? Before we move on.
I don't think it's going to go as long as the Vest streak.
I'm not 100% familiar. I'm not sure if there was something that was said.
Like eventually, everyone's going to run out of funds.
Streams, or if that was just like they did
but he might reach
100.
100. He might reach 100
I
streams.
vaguely remember that they were responding to something that you
That's
had said.
going to be my number.
Stream. But when you are live streaming, you know, if people are giving you super chats and feeding
Take care, all. Yeah, especially with the economy. Yeah.
Even if you didn't intend for it to be that.
Take care.